I'll pay attention to the chat in a second. Give me a minute to share the links. I'm just trying to get ready. Maybe I should have got ready before I went live. That's on me. Sorry about that. I'm trying my best. You are here for time to invest. Yeah, hey, hey, ho, bow, 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 down, bow, show, bow. I'm gonna pay attention to chat now. How are y'all doing? Howdy, nice to see you too. Dude, I love your Lost Wife video. Well, thank you. See how I transitioned out of the song? That's because I'm here. I'm present. I'm in the moment with you. Hello, Goblin. Hello back to you, human. I am finally over a mild hangover, and I can go ahead and talk with y'all, chat with you, see how you're doing. What's the dealio, dip, dat, down, didio? You know, that's what I like being here for. Just got off an interview a little bit ago with Catherine Reeds, which I'm excited for her to be out later next week. So go ahead and check out her channel if you haven't already. And what I want to know today is, how are you? Would you like to do a tier list with me? I feel like that would be fun. I feel like we should do a tier list. We just need to figure out what, though. What kind of fantasy tier list should we do together as a unit, as a good? Oh, greetings all. Thank you so much, Puppet Master. You're good, like an indie horror franchise. Actually, it's terrible, but in a good way. When should I read New Spring? After 6. How's it going? It's going well. Yes to a tier list together. Okay, that sounds good. We can do that. Hello from Belgium. Hello back to Belgium, you goofy little goblin man. Goblin Clan, hello. Yes, thank you for bringing in the Goblin Clan. Booktuber tier list. I'm not trying to start fights. Trevor, been listening to your book all day. It's so great. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's available on Audible right now. I don't know if it's been added to iTunes yet or the other ones. I don't know. It kind of sucks how I can't even control when it was released, but whatever. I plan on doing like a full like deep dive into all kinds of stuff thing later on, which should be fun, and like all the stats are on my book once I get them, but I don't even have them yet. It takes a while for you to get them. Just wanted to know that I paused reading Holy Sister for Breach of Peace since it came out early. Thank you. It came out early on Audible. Not available everywhere, but yes. Sprin tier list. I don't know. That's a good suggestion. We could do a Sprin tier list. That's an idea. That's a thought. That's a nugget. Worst characters. Do we want to go negative? I don't know. Yeah, I read your comment. Yes, I did. Now I read 2 of them. Another stream. Yes, it is. Maybe best fantasy fighter. Oh, that's a good one. I think that one would get a lot of people interested. We need to choose contenders. Let's see. Top 10 publishing moments breakdown. I don't know if I have 10 moments on the top of my head. I also got a haircut that I actually don't hate immediately. Usually when I get a haircut, it's like the worst thing ever, but this one's fine. This one's good. Tiers, worst cliches ever. We could do a worst cliche. I feel like there'd be a lot of good discussion around that one. That's a good one to do. Glory spin, breast spin, Daniel live stream tier list. Blew my money in your book. Hope it's worth it. Me too. Best fictional swordsman. Well, then we just have Leia in an S and everyone else in F tier. Amazon changed shipping date to May. Yeah, if it's doing that to a bunch of people. I've talked with them. You shouldn't get it that late. It should be there sooner. Sorry about that. It's just Amazon. Apparently, they do that with self-published books a lot. Chosen one tier list. Okay, that's interesting. I could do a chosen one tier list. There's so many good options here. I'm still reading One Piece, guys. Yes, patience. YouTubers fantasy tier list. God damn it. I love your channel. Hello from Brazil. Hello back to Brazil. Chosen one tier list. We can do a chosen one tier list. So, okay, I'll make a poll. We'll do a poll for the tier lists. That's the way we're going to do this. This is the way I know I make the most people happy. I should probably also share this live stream on Twitter. Get the tweet twat twiddlin' twatters going. I am live. Bam. There we go. Get people going. Get people moving. Get people feeling. All right. I love y'all. Have I ever told you I love y'all? Because I love y'all. All right. I'm back. I'm paying attention again. All right. Yeah. Let's let best fantasy animals. That's another good one. Authors. No, I'm not gonna do authors because we'd obviously just have me at number one. No. Hold up. Horror tier list. Not sure if you've done one before. I did a horror cliche tier list a while ago. That video did terribly at first, but now it's actually doing like pretty okay. All right, I'll get a poll built. I'll get a poll built for y'all. Poll maker, strawpoll.com. All right, which tier list to do? Go ahead and share my screen here with you little nuggets. Share screen. Share, not video file, share screen, application window. Let's just do poll maker. Bam. All the places I've lived tier list. Hey, Dad. How's it going, Father? My dad left a review on my book, and it was really nice, and it made me happy. That is my actual dad, by the way. If people see him and they think someone made like a fake account. No, it's really him. Ideal, I'm so excited to read Bop. Oh, thanks. Very proud of you. Will Disheveled Goblin Host deliver with Bop? I hope so. I plan on reviewing it in a meta fun way. So that should be fun. All right. What's tier list to do? All right. Sword fighters. Why does it make that one word? Sword. There's a better way to phrase that, but I'm just not going to. Fantasy cliches. Fantasy cliches. Oops. I did not mean to make that. There we go. Let's see. Best goblins. I don't think goblins are so severely underrated, not even named most of the time. It's horrible. Hello, Dad. Hello, Daddy Green Savage. I should do a JoJo review. I should. It's one of like my favorite movies of the last decade. Best book to screen adaptation tier list. Ooh, oh damn it! Why'd we lose it all? Tier list poll. Why'd it go away? Probably because I refreshed it. What was the first one? Swordsman. Sword fighters. Then what's the next one? Cliches. That's how we're going. Thank you, Dusty Wheel, for showing up. You know I love you, Matt. Let's see. Then we had book to film adaptations. Man, I hate typing in front of people. It makes me so insecure. That's dwarf. All right. There's a lot of good dwarves in fantasy. Dwarf. Dwarves? I just saw someone type this. House of Art? No. What's the... Oh, did I forget the R? Yeah, I did. There we go. Brando Sando. Worst character. All right. If people vote go negative, I'll put it in there, but it's not the one I'm leaning for. But I get it. Best animal characters. I like that one. Animal. If you guys missed me singing at the beginning, I just came up with the best song of all time off the top of my head. Best magic school. All right. I do not think it's Hogwarts. They have horrible safety standards. Hi, I've been highly depressed for a long time. I'm sorry, man. It can be tough. I really enjoyed watching your videos. It helps a lot. Thanks for everything. Well, thank you. That's actually how I got started in YouTube, watching a bunch of people. I was depressed and it helped me get through the time. So I relate. I hope you start feeling better. And just know there's a lot of help out there and a lot of people who want to help. You should read and do Messiah. It's a quick read. That is on my TBR. But in the terms of depression talk, that's part of why I'm so open about mine. It's not anything to be ashamed of, and I respect anyone who can talk about it. So that's great. Best gods, that can get real. Oh, best chosen one. Best chosen one. Let's see. Best wizard. Ooh, I like that one. Best wizard. Best wizards. Okay, I'm going to take a couple more here. Okay, let's see. Best Lord of the Rings character. We've already done that. Best friend. That's me for everyone. Duh. No. Let's see. Best mentor. I feel like it's going to overlap with wizards a lot, but best mentors. Okay. Biggest plot holes. So old Harry Potter will take a lot of those. That series has so many. All right, I think that's a good list right there. We're going to go ahead and vote on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and create the poll, and I will vote myself in a second here. Let me stop sharing my screen so you can see my face. Hi, I'm back. That's me. And let's go ahead and share this. Oh my gosh, I'm a little gassy. I apologize. All right, bam. Go, my minions, and vote. Vote like you've never voted before. Get on there for which tier list we shall do. I'm excited. Also, I did genuinely. I'm very proud of the song I made at the beginning of the stream. So if you haven't rewound, I appreciate. Help me, Daniel. How? What's the problem? Oh, thank you so much. I'm the only reader in my entire fam. Got any tips? At least encourage my folks to read. You have to highly tailor a book. That's the way to do it. You got to find one that like appeals to a very specific thing about them. So like I know a friend of mine who's really into sports. So I found a fantasy book that had sports in it. And I got him to convince him that way. And that was the way to go. You got to find like a hobby of theirs that lines up right. That's the way to do it. All right, come on, go vote. Vote, you buffoons, you fiends, you maniacs. All right, I'm going to vote for my choice. All right, show results. Best Dusty Wheel, killing it. The answer seems to be, oh, there we go. Best film, book to film adaptations. That's a really good one. Let's turn on the auto refresh here. Wow, a lot of people voted on this. People are passionate. I like it. We're voting for which tier list we're going to make. We're voting for which tier list we're going to make, which is good. Should have done best Daniel Green skits. My favorite skit's the one I did with Jacob, the Cosmere one. I loved that. But there's already a video for that. Best booktuber. That would be Murphy Napier. Why didn't Wizards win? Wizards isn't even close to the top. That was not popular by a wide margin. All right, it looks like we're going best book to film adaptation. I respect that. We're going to go to a tier list maker now. Hi, hope Sarah didn't mind my cue in the Dusty Wheel. I don't think she did. I don't think anyone had any problems, any questions there. Sarah's very forgiving and understands the fans are a bit rabid and really wants to get in there. So that is something you are fine with in that sense. I don't think she's going to be upset at anybody. I mean, I've definitely asked her questions where she's had to go like, Daniel, I cannot tell you that. And I'm like, damn it. All right, so let's make this tier list now. What's my tier list website I use? Is it Tier Maker? Or is it tierlist.com? I think it's Tier Maker, right? I don't even remember. Charles, I'm coming to you once again to say you should review the Saga of Forgotten Warrior, best swordsman ever. I have heard people say this, but I don't know if it's what I should do or not. Put Dresden Show on the list. I will. I promise. Why can't which tier list maker do I make? Is it tiermaker.com? I genuinely don't even remember. I'm a bad person. Well, I'm judging myself as a person with this, but all right. Create template, log in. No, not create account, log in. Log in. There we go. Cool. We have logged in. Let's see. Thank you for the recommendation, Charles. I didn't mean to sound like I was dismissive in the least. I love you. We should make people together. Let's see. It's your boy. It is. It's me, your boy. All right. It's me, your boy. Hold up. Deadpool, if you're cool with comic book suggestions. Wait, what are we? Oh, so are we going to include comic book suggestions? I feel like that skews it, but I can't entirely say that's a bad idea. Best book to film adaptations. All right. All right. So what should we be doing in terms of which adaptations to include? I need suggestions. So, okay. Just tell me in chat. Should we include comic books in this or no? Give me one if yes, two if no. One yes, two no. One yes, two no. Let's see. What do we got? One yes, two no. Hey, don't mean to assume, but do you like books or something? It depends on the book, Alex. It's a good question, but it depends on the book. Wow, it seems like the twos have it by my looking at it briefly. Next time, biggest non-evil jerk in fantasy. That's actually a good one. No, 2 2 2 2 2 1 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 no 2 2 2 2 2 2 no 2 no yes 2 2 2 2 no 1 1. Okay, this seems like the twos have it. I'm going to give it to the twos, guys. That means no comic books this time. Although I would have liked to have seen where you'll pressured me to put the Snyder Cut, but I get it. We will not include them this time, but we will down the road. Man, this haircut makes my hair look extra like boppily, because he didn't take a lot off the top. He just trimmed the sides up a lot. which every time I just go to the barber and I say like trim it up, and every time they do something different, and they just do all these things. Okay, so template description. I'm going to bother with that. Now it's time to get a bunch of images from various fantasy thingy-mabobbers, adaptations. There we go. That's the word. Lord of the Rings. I'm just going to do as one. So I'm just going to grab an image for Lord of the Rings here. And I think we only need the one, like, right? I don't think anyone's gonna be pushing. We don't need to split all three up. We all know where all three are going. There's no question and or debate. So yeah, end of story. That's what's going to happen. That is going to be 3 solid S tiers right there. We're going to include sci-fi though, for sure. I think we need to include sci-fi adaptations because I have opinions. We'll also do Aragon. Here, I'll grab the poster for that. Let's also do Dune. For sure. Dune movie poster. New one, obviously, the old one. Got the poster for it. Encapsulates that corny, crazy vibe so well. I love it. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great. Don't worry. I'm going to get the tier list here ready. The Witcher. Oh, good. Yeah, we can do TV shows. The Witcher show poster. Cool. Yeah, we could definitely do shows too. Oh, Dresden show. Someone wanted Dresden show. Dresden Files show poster. I'm genuinely not showing you my screen right now because I do not want anyone to accidentally see like my browser history. That is an actual thing that I'm just avoiding, that I've seen people have mistake, and I just don't want to make that mistake. Let's see, Historic Materials, both of them. I will grab both of them. So there's the new one. Where's the original poster? I should have had someone helping me with this, but I just didn't because I'm very bad at my job. Ever heard of Violet Evergarden? It's anime short about war, love, and trauma. No, I've not, but that's interesting. I've not. Should I? Yell at me if I should. Scream at me. Game of Thrones. Of course, we'll do Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. That's going to put you a little lower than people think because I'm not going to let you pressure me either way. Harry Potter. I will do that as one movie as well. I know it should be multiple, but every chance to review The Stand. Oh, yeah, I still plan on doing that. Okay, so TV reviews are tricky for me because like people get heated about it. And I don't, and it's people always like give me the thing where it's like, you're not an experienced reviewer. Why should we listen to you? And I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not experienced at this. So like, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. Good Omens. Yes. Princess Bride. Another yes. So it's always a bit like, I'm not entirely sure if I should be in this space, but I do want to definitely step back in that space. So it's a good question. And I will eventually step back in, I believe. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, here's another one. Is Breach of Peace a standalone work, or is it the first entry in a series? First entry in a series, my man. There's going to be 3 novellas, and then there's also going to be a whole series after that. So thank you for the question. Good Omens, I got. Game of Thrones, I got. Harry Potter, I got. The Expanse, for sure. I've just caught up on that show, so I'm excited to get my review of that out. I'll probably do The Stand and The Expanse in the same video. Percy Jackson, for sure. Let's see. Just started Breach of Peace 1 hour in. Really like this mood. I didn't want to give any details, but I love the chain smoking, oddly. That's a character trait I'm happy people are vibing with. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, we got The Expanse. Cool. Blade Runner. Good one. Yeah, let's do Blade Runner. Blade Runner, which is an adaptation of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. We can't do 2049, no, because that's not, I don't think that's technically an adaptation of anything. Blade Runner. Sweet. Discworld. Shannara. I have not watched enough of Shannara to speak on that, but I will let you guys decide where that goes through voting. So I'll put Shannara Chronicles on there. Alice in Wonderland. Cool. Wheel of Time's not out yet. What are you talking about in Wonderland? Unless you want to, okay. Which Alice in Wonderland should we do? I'm going to put both and make everyone upset. I'm going to make everyone vote on the one they don't want to talk about. And then we got Aragon already. Ender's Game. And It. I'll do It. Chat. Yeah, we'll do It as one. Ooh, should we do that as one movie? I'll do it as one movie and make you guys have to deal with Chapter 2 as well, because I think Chapter 2 is a pretty big step down. But we'll see what people agree with in that. Ender's Game. I'll grab Ender's Game for sure. All right, Ender's Game. We are going to have the tier list of all tier lists. I can't believe they got Harrison Ford in Ender's Game. That is Narnia. Yeah, Narnia is good. That one feels like it should be split into multiple, honestly, because like, man, did that go downhill in quality. But series, I'm still gonna all just do as one. 11/22/63. Wait, I have a genuine question. In Europe, is it marketed as 23/11/63? Did they flip it? Did they change it on the title? I don't know. It seems like they should, because you guys would look at that and go, that date makes no sense. Ready Player One. Okay. Ready Player One. I saw this movie and did not love it as much as apparently some people do. Okay, is Detective Pikachu technically an adaptation? Is it technically an adaptation? Hello, Breach of Peace is great. Oh, thank you. And I can't wait for you to review the Eisenhorn series. How's it? Iron away. Oh, well. I have a lot of thoughts on Warhammer that I think will make the fans very happy, because just spoiler alert for my review, I'm pretty damn positive on this Warhammer book so far. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay, I guess we just need to have. Well, that's an adaptation of a show. Should I include? Yeah, let's just include it just so I can put it down. I know that's mean, but I want to do that, so let's do that. I just want to have it so I can go, and then we'll move on from it. Let's see, where's the poster for the movie? There it is. It'll be mean, but I just want to do that. All right. Oh, I saw one go by. Hold up. Fantasy has few positive depictions of Parliament or voting, even for the times they usually depict it. Does the authoritarian bent of fantasy bother you? Interesting. No, because I get they're off. Like, I separate them from reality, and I know most of these authors are probably pro voting and democracy, so I can just separate. Like, hey, Artemis Fowl, good suggestion. I can put that, because I know, like, from a narrative perspective, it just makes a more cohesive, interesting, narrative. The Martian. Ooh, good. Ooh, The Thing. That's a good one. All right, only a couple more guys. Poster. And Beowulf, I saw someone suggest, so that's a good one. The Thing is one of my favorite movies of all time. Thing. Poster. I cannot believe they made a sequel to The Thing. Like, the arrogance of Hollywood truly baffles me, and sometimes. Let's see. Do people want Detective Pikachu on there or no? What was the reaction to that suggestion? I think I missed it. Have you seen Discworld adaptations like Soul Music or Going Postal? I've seen a couple, but I haven't seen all of them. Good morning from Australia. I'm thoroughly hyped for Breach of Peace release. The Bop Drop. I haven't heard that before. That's great. Hunger Games. Oh, I'll definitely do Hunger Games. Dracula. Ooh, I'll do Dracula too. Flowers for Algernon. Dad, why you gotta hurt me? Why you gotta hurt me? Oh, Jurassic Park. How did I not put Jurassic Park? There's so many. Okay, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park poster. Grabbed it. God, that's an iconic, beautiful poster. Man, that's good. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, this is going to be the biggest here. Hitchhiker's. You know what, guys? We're going for a 3-hour live stream. We're going in. I'm going for it, and I don't even care. We're all going to be here for the long haul. And if you quit on me, I would never forgive you. No one leaves until we do this. We're going to rank them all. We're ranking every adaptation ever, and it's happening. I'm losing my mind. I got Narnia already. I got David Lynch's Dune. Interview with the Vampire. Have I seen that? I don't even remember. I need to do regular Dracula too. Interview with the. Oh yeah, the Tom Cruise one. It's got Brad Pitt too, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. All right, and then Dracula. Love it. We're okay. Dracula poster. Isn't what am I thinking of? Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Isn't that is Shrek an option? No. I'm drawing. I got Hobbit, guys. I got Hobbit. His Dark Materials. I got. Okay. I got Hobbit. American Gods. Good pick. Oh, I still haven't grabbed Beowulf either. American Gods. Oh, I'm trying to keep up here. I'm trying to keep up. No one leaves. All right. Beowulf. All right. Let's see here. Wait, where's my phone? I don't have my phone on me. If you're trying to call me, I can't hear you. I thought I heard vibrations. All right. This might be enough. I got Blade Runner. I got Good Omens. Sherlock's not fantasy. Frankenstein. Which Frankenstein? Okay, this is enough, guys. We have so many. All right, let's just go with what we got. I got 11/22/63. There's just okay. We're moving on. Okay. Hold up. There's one more I saw that I gotta add. iRobot poster because I have feelings on that movie. Oh, I got feelings on that movie. All right. Okay. Oh, Fahrenheit 451. Okay. Okay. That's the last one. Genuinely 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 it. I say that and I'm about to look over and see another one. Okay. I got Dune. Ah, Dark Tower. Mother. Fuck. Ah! All right. Okay. Twilight. All right. Twilight 2. People will be mad if I don't get Twilight. All right. There we go. God, this is genuinely going to be the biggest tier list I've ever done. So this is going to be a fun time. Are you ready to commit? Are you in this with me? I Am Legend. Okay, which I Am Legend? Okay, the Will Smith one. Legend. Ah, this just keeps growing. Just keeps growing. Okay. Robin Hood animated. Okay, no. I'm not opening. I love you, but we're not opening that right now. Starship Troopers. I gotta include that too because I got opinions. All right. Oh, this is gonna be so painful for me, guys. I'm going to genuinely be in a lot of pain by the end of this. People are gonna get mad at me too. There's gonna be a lot of reasons to be mad at me. All right. Did I miss anybody? Did anybody mention Dungeons and Dragons? No, but I'll include that. Very cheesy and still somewhat good. I will include that. Good morning from Australia. I am thoroughly hyped for Breach of Peace release. The Bop drop. Oh, I already read that. Okay, thank you. All right, I will grab the Dungeons and Dragons poster. D and D poster, and we gotta get Dragonheart and Dragonheart 5 in here. Duh. So I'll get those two. I'm going to be in so much pain by the end of this. Someone keeps putting Stardust in. That's a Beatles thing, isn't it? Or am I'm thinking of Across the Universe. What's Stardust? That sounds familiar. I do play D&D. People ask me that. That's a safe assumption. You can safely assume that. Hunger Games I need to grab still. Don't let me forget that. Those movies are not as bad as some people say. Some people hate on those just for the sake of hating on them. All right, okay. We've got so many people. People have not realized how many. I got Ready Player One. I know I do. Okay, I got so many. We're done. I've added them all. I probably just said one and forgot to add it, but we're moving on. We're moving through. I love you all so much. But get on with it. So I will. I got Ready Player One. Everyone relax. I need everyone to go. Okay, so everyone do it with me. Everyone, 1, 2, 3, and out. Cool. All right, I'm still gonna add Dragonheart because I forgot to. So we are adding more. Shut up. Everyone shut up. Everyone chill. Everyone relax. Everyone deep breath. All right. Dragonheart. Where's the Dragonheart poster? Dragonheart poster. That's okay. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now we're done. Now we're done. And Dragonheart Vengeance. Shut up. Everyone shut up. Shh. Don't stop yelling at me. Stop judging me. We're moving on. We're done. Okay. That's it. We're done. Or everyone relax. Chill. I love you. Deep breaths. One more deep breath with me. Did you hear my chest crack? All right. We're good. Okay. Now it's time for me to upload all of these posters. It's going to take a minute. We're going to be here for a while. But I'm so ready for it. This is like over 30 movies we're going to talk about and rank. And I'm going to make so many people mad because I have controversial opinions on a lot of these. All right, I need a cover photo. Which movie deserves to be cover photo? I don't know. I'm going to Blade Runner, apparently. That's the one I chose for the cover photo. And now we're going to choose all of these posters now. 41 posters. And we're going to upload them all. Good God. All right. And we're just going to do a standard S through S, A, B, C, D. And I'll also add another one that's just going to be not the book. Or not, just going to put not the book. For ones that are good, but they're bad adaptations, yet they're still good in their own way. Does that make sense? Princess Bride, too late. We moved on. I didn't grab it. I'm sorry. It's literally too late. I already uploaded them. Although I love you and thank you for the appreciation. So I'm just going to do a not the book category. We might even never use it. So I just said Kaladin. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Love it. Not fantasy. Although Elizabeth Salander is the girl of my dreams. All right. The file was over 20 megabytes in size. Please remove some. Oh, we have to remove some. it's too many. It's literally too many entries. It won't let me use them all. Which ones are we not going to have any good discussion on? I'm going to get rid of Dracula. I'm sorry. I'm getting rid of Dracula. I'm going to get rid of I'm going to get rid of I'm going to get rid of American Gods. I apologize for the American Gods discussion, people. I'm going to get rid of Interview with a Vampire. And I'm going to see if that's enough. I'm going to see if that's enough. We're not getting rid of Twilight. There is a lot to be said about Twilight. Let's see. Oh, we're still over by a good bit. Which ones of these are chunkers? Which ones of these are adding a lot? There's got to be like a super high def one I accidentally grabbed, and that's causing the problem. Which one is it? It's got to be like a 4K one that I shouldn't have grabbed that I did, because most of these are well under. The It one's a lot. Oh, the Ender's Game one is huge. Okay, I'm getting rid of the Ender's Game movie because let's be honest, it's not. Actually, no, I know a way to reduce the size. I'll fix the problem. I'll fix it. I shall fix the issue, and that is to just take a low quality screenshot of it and make that the file. Haha! I win. That's how you handle technological problems. I'm sorry if people are saying important things. I am distracted. I love you. We'll talk soon. Mwah. All right. Let's hope this is now a smaller file size. Is it? Yes. Nope. Yeah. Okay. That's a lot smaller now because that was like way too much. Wow. The dragon. Okay. The Ready Player One's a lot. You know what? Let's just try it with these and see if that's enough taken down. Come on. Make that the file. I think just that one is going to be enough, but I could be wrong. Oh my God. We're so close. Okay. God, this is frustrating. I hate that I have to get rid of some. Witness me, Bloodbag. I am witnessing you, and I love you. All right. Split them into two. We can't split them into two. Never-ending story. I'm sorry. It's too late, but I will say that's a good one. All right. Which ones am I going to? I'm just going to get rid of Ender's Game. That's going away. Bye-bye. Sorry. I don't think a lot of people have a lot to say about that one anyway. And then, gosh, this is hard. Do we really need to include Lord of the Rings? Like, I know that sounds controversial to say, but like we all know where that's going to go. It's gonna be S. So do we really need to even talk about it? Probably, I guess. It's just, I don't know. All right, which ones are okay? Ready Player One is also taking up a crazy amount of space, so we're gonna get rid of that. Bye, Ready Player One. I don't even like you that much anyway. Go away. I don't even want to talk about you because what your freaking next up sequel did. Witcher's taking up a lot, but I'm not going to remove Witcher. Gosh, this is hard. I'm going to remove Lord of the Rings because we all know it's taking up a lot. And guys, we all know there's no reason for that to be there. We all know where that's going to go. I'll keep Hobbit because there's going to be talks. There's going to be conversations. All right. And then I'm also going to get rid of, I just need to get rid of one more, I think, and that'll be enough. Let's see. Which ones actually are going to cause good discussion? That's the big question, right? It's like, which ones are actually interesting to talk about besides, all right, let's just see if this is too much. Okay, I think we got it down. Now it's under 20. Cool, 20 megabytes, sweet. Now I will create the template and I'm going to get rid of that extra category because you're right, that was a bad idea. Moving on. All right, we're creating, oh, damn it. Book tier list thingy, Bob. Cool. All right, create template. We're now created. All right, how many guys did I lose during that? Like 20 of you. I don't blame you, but we're here. All right, we're here. All right, now it's time to get going. All right. Udi! I'm listening to Breach of Peace on my hike tomorrow, and I'm super hyped. Awesome. Also, what are you talking about? I just dropped in. We're going to do a tier list of book adaptations, and this is going to be a long one. So buckle up, buckaroos. 2001. No, it's not. Okay, I get that it's an interesting one to talk about in general, but in terms of ranking it, it's not interesting because it's going to be one of the greatest films of all time, S tier. In Israel, 11/22/63 is called 22/11/63. Are you lying to me, or is this the truth? All right. I'll post the template once it's done being generated. It's taking a minute to generate because we're putting a massive amount of files in here, and it's a crappy website that's not handling it very well. But yeah, it's processing. It's going beep boop, beep boop. That's my impersonation of the computer. Let's see. Wait, really? Wait, is this true? In Europe, it's just called The Assassination? Wow. Okay. I didn't. That's interesting. Just mention Lord of the Rings at the top of the video and we Gucci. Say it's heavenly tier and it's above. Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's truth. I'm saying that now as we're starting. It's heavenly tier and it's above and beyond. The assassination. That is fascinating. I know Edge of Tomorrow should have been included, guys. I'm sorry. It's too late. We've already started because here we go. Let's go ahead and jump on into this. We have the tier list. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom. Boop. Okay. There we go. That is too zoomed in. And that's the right amount of zoomed in. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the greatest tier list experience of your lifetime? Because this is what this is about to be. And I just did a random order, so we're not doing anything like organized here. Don't know if you listen to audiobooks ever. I do all the time. But a tier list of readers would be kind of neat for the future, of course. That is an interesting one, but I don't know enough of them. All I know is the ones I love. Like, I haven't paid attention to the ones I didn't love. But that is an interesting idea. All right, so just starting off. Let's start this off. Lord of the Rings is not on the list, but that's because it's heaven tier. It doesn't need to be ranked. It's the bar setter. It's the greatest fantasy adaptation ever. But we're getting into the adaptation tier list. Let's go. This is gonna be a 3-hour live stream. Let's do this. And I'm already almost out of water. Okay, so starting off with the original Golden Compass movie. What we can say, and I think people will agree with me, the cast here was awesome. Like, the casting of the original movie was great. It was just a low budget, a weak script, and oh wait, tier list your fans. Well, Udi, you'd only be below the potatoes. So cool that we're doing this one, clearly inspired by thinking about the upcoming adaptation, right? Let's hope that goes S. Goblins are great. Yes, they are. I would say this is C tier because you can watch this and not hate it, but it's not a good adaptation. Like, if it wasn't for the connection to the original material, it'd be a perfectly fine movie. But I'm okay with this going C tier. Poppy Wars, the best book. Wait, Poppy Wars, the best book to keep falling short. I don't know if I agree with that, but that's an interesting critique. So I'm going to put this probably low C tier for me. It could be bumped down to high D, but I think this belongs in low C. I would say low C. It had a great cast. It was just so stupendously wasted. Will this be saved? I might leave this live. I'm not sure. I'll make it a long live stream. So if any of them are, let's see. Out of statement, can you do a detailed take on Michael J. Sullivan's River Racing and Legend of the Final Empire series? I do plan on getting back into his work by the end of the year, so it's a possibility, but I can't promise it, my friend, and I apologize for that. Hey, Daniel, I actually just got back from the bookstore after buying To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. Thank you for your work. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Say poo-poo because it's funny. Well, I just did. What's up, Daniel? Not much, Amir. How you doing? Anyone watch the review of Breach of Peace? Wait. Yeah, there's quite a few reviews out there. All right, so let's go ahead and do the next one. I Am Legend. Boy, is this a betrayal of the source material. It's not a horrid movie. It's just a pretty bad adaptation. Like, this is where it's kind of like, I actually like this is a fine movie, but I just don't like it as an adaptation. But I still think it's a fine film. And Will Smith actually gives a pretty decent performance. So I'm going to say higher C for me. Let's see how people react. People, okay, DC. So no one's saying like, okay, one person saying B. I get that. You should impassion, ha, edgy. Sorry, I just don't like that joke. See, okay, so it seems like a lot of people are good with that. That's a good movie, bad adaptation equals B. I disagree because it's not just bad. It's like a direct violation of the themes of the original. Well, it tries to deliver. So, okay. Spoiler alerts for like a total classic that you should be aware of. The original themes is about how it's like you're discovering this guy's actually the monster. And I think they I get how that ending could possibly not age well in the way it's handled in the book, but they just do it so weirdly in this one that I don't know. I'm going to leave it high C for now, and we're going to come back to these. But we're apparently on a theme of Will Smith, because up next is iRobot. This is in the same vein of bad adaptation, but I would also say bad movie. I would say this is a bad film. I did not like this one. There's a couple redeeming qualities, but for me, this is high D tier. It's all right in some ways. Damn, was too late to suggestion. The Legend of the Seeker adaptation. Yeah, that should have been here. A lot of D's, no F. There's no F here, guys. But yeah, I would agree D. How about okay, guys? Stop suggesting new ones. It is done. It is done. we are in this. Tell me what you're thinking about my ranking and try to change my mind. Wow, a lot of people saying F. I get that. Hey, you should look at producer on YouTube, World of Refugees, extremely in-depth world building. He also has video on it. Oh, that's cool. I maybe will, maybe won't. Got a lot going on. Thank you though for the suggestion. iRobot is trash and an inexplicable kind of. Yeah, I still like it. Is that weird? Like, this is trash movie that I still kind of like to watch. A tier, it's a banger. I can't even. If you love it, you love it. I'm not going to hate people for liking that. Will Smith, I like Will Smith as a person. He seems fine. But I'm going to leave this D tier for now. The Dungeons and Dragons movie. This is a cornball mess. It is Jeremy Irons' performance. You can tell he knows exactly what movie he's in. You can look up like highlight reels of him just overacting like an insane amount. And it's so corny, and it really does feel like a D&D campaign to me. Like, it really, really does. But it's obviously not held up and aged well. If you go back and watch this Dungeons and Dragons movie, it is so poorly aged. It's amazing. I'm going to go B tier, and I should go lower because the amount of failed comedy, like just very aggressively not funny comedy. But there's cornball elements that I'm just like, okay, I like it because it's so bad it's good, almost. It was a spectacle, I agree. I've got turtle humanoid offshoots as a play on elves and dwarves. The crocodilian humanoid is my desert fantasy novel. Okay, interesting. I like that. Go high C. I'm leaving it for B. Don't worry. We will come through and review, and people can get angry. You better not rank D&D over iRobot. I just did, and you can fight me. I don't know. The iRobot movie, man, talk about a disloyal adaptation that just aggressively goes to the point of it, against the point of it. But D, but put iRobot higher. Really? I'll bump it up. Okay, I'm not going to put it all the way into B, but I will put iRobot into C because I know how bad some of these adaptations are going to get to are. And you're right. iRobot is better than a lot of those. The Thing, obvious S tier, one of the best horror movies ever made. I would argue one of the best movies ever made. Unbelievable suspense and practical effects work. Anyone disagrees with this, I violently dislike your taste in horror movies. 11/2063, favorite King book, but horrible adaptation. Some of the worst pacing I've seen in a series and none of the awesome atmosphere. We'll get to that, my friend. Thank you for the opinion, but we will get to that. I don't like The Thing. I'm amazing. Amazing there are people who disagree with me on that. I just think it's so perfect. How far are you into One Piece? Just finished the second book. Never read iRobot, the adaptation I didn't know. As fun film for family is quite nice. I get that. I can respect that. The Last Airbender movie, S tier, treated by Boy Ong and Solka, right? I hate horror. I love The Thing. Yeah, it like transcends the genre. It's so good. I don't like a lot of people coming through say they don't like The Thing. The Thing is amazing. I'm leaving it S. I'm leaving it S for now, and we could fight later. I really dislike One Piece. There are people in this chat who will want to fight you right now. Blade Runner, really bad adaptation. One of the best movies of all time. I have opinions. Oh, Blade Runner's up next. Okay, let's get into this. Blade Runner is not as good as people say, and the sequel is massively better. The original Blade Runner is very good, but its pacing is so atrocious that it almost ruins every other brilliant aspect of it. And okay, people will say like, no, you're wrong. It's a perfect film. Which version? No. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes right now. Which version? The final cut? The original one? Which one is the perfect one? Because they can't even decide which one's the perfect one. I'm just saying, it's got issues. And for me, it's not S tier. I respect it, especially what it did for sci-fi. And so I'm going to put an A. But I cannot sit through this and say it is an actual S tier. 2049, Blade Runner 2049, that is an S tier. That is a top tier adaptation or Blade Runner movie. And I agree, Final Cut is the best of them, but even the Final Cut does not fix the pacing issues. It makes them a lot better, but it does not fix them. And I know I just made a lot of people mad. I still like this movie, but I'm just saying it has weaknesses. That is the case I am making. Blade Runner 2049 is better. I'm just going to put that out there, and I will get in a boxing ring with anyone who disagrees. All right, 11/22/63. So Chris, I think your name, you said is a bad adaptation. I get what you're saying. it loses a lot of the atmosphere of King's book, and I think it is one of King's best books. I cannot stand James Franco as an actor. I dislike his performance, and I think its pacing, I agree with you, is problematic. But it's not as bad as you're making it seem to be. I still liked it as a show, even though every time James Franco opened his mouth, I just like nails on a chalkboard. For me, it ends up being a low B. I actually did like the show, and I recommend people who. Oh, thanks for the dono, Daniel. Thank you. I recommend people like the book at least check it out. But I'm not going to say it's anywhere as bad as what you seem to make it out to. I thought it was. I would rank it a fine adaptation. And people they hear fine and they think good. No, fine means fine. It doesn't mean good. It means it's fine, and that's where I'll rank this. Hey, Daniel, I think my connection is terrible as the picture quality is breaking up. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I hope that's not me. I'm not leaving, though. I can still hear the stream. Looking forward to reading Breach of Peace, by the way. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Is the video quality okay for the people? Thank you for bringing that up to my attention. Is it all right for people? I hope it's not coming across poorly, the connection. Thank you for bringing that up. Princess Bride's S tier. I'm just sad I didn't put it in here. I definitely should have. You guys really think 11/2063 is D? Because I thought it was shot fine, the score was okay, the acting outside of James Franco was really good. I thought the story at least captured the story decently. It's great quality, great. Okay, good. You're plugged in through you're not on Wi-Fi, you're on Ethernet, so you should be good. I need more fluids. All right, I need to get my phone and make sure people aren't texting me and I'm not missing something real quick. I'm also gonna refill my water. Until then, debate the list as it stands. I'll be right back. Where is my phone? There's a phone. I found the phone. I found the phone. I like having the phone. Most of them grab a wildfire. That's a good news stack on. This is gonna be a really long live stream. Okay. I wasn't singing. I don't know what you're talking about. Weirdos. What are you talking about? All right. Okay. So I think, what is the most unpopular placement right now? Everyone put your least favorite placement on this list with the letter next to it that you think it should be in. I want to see what people disagree with the strongest. So put iRobot dash where you think it should go. I don't know, S tier if someone thinks that. D&D should be S tier. I don't like D&D should be closer to D&D is awfully close to Blade Runner right now. Isn't that amazing? You agree with everything? Oh, Daniel Green. That's hilarious. I agree with everything that's been said so far. That's really funny. 11/2063 A, iRobot B, iRobot A or B? Really? Hitchhiker hasn't been done yet. Blade Runner S, Blade Runner S, Blade Runner S, Blade Runner B. Oh, wow. Okay. Blade Runner S. Okay, the most I Am Legend F. Okay, a lot of Blade Runner S. Okay, you know what? I'm a man of the people. We're going to bump Blade Runner up, and I'll put it below The Thing, S tier. I'm not putting it above The Thing. I will fiercely fight people on that. All right, that's the one change. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I actually like this. I know there's people out there who do not like this movie. I like it. I do. I like this movie. I think Martin Freeman does a really good job. I love the absurdism. It's not as good as the book, but it's good enough. It's fine. I think it's fine. Really, D, D, F? My dad does not like The Thing. He thinks it should be D tier. He is wrong. He does not appreciate well-done suspense cinema. You are wrong, father. All right. Just finished Wheel of Time for the first time. Thank you. Wow. People hating on Hitchhiker. Okay. A, B, C, B, 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 B. Okay. B seems to have it. I will agree with B. I'm even going to say top of B because I think the performances in it are really outstanding through and through. Wow. I ate a lot of sour candy, and so the inside of my mouth is kind of raw, and now I just ate a salted chip, and I'm in pain. I am an adult who does adult things, and that's an embarrassing problem to have. Agree? Hitchhiker A, Hitchhiker B. Yeah, Most Def in it is really good. The thing should be with Lord of the Rings. I agree. That is my placement as well. The It movie. Chapter 1 arguably should be top of A. Chapter 2 for me is B, though. We're putting them together. And I think Chapter 1 is solid enough to bring Chapter 2 up to A. And I don't think Chapter 2 is bad enough to drag Chapter 1 down to B. So I'm going to average it out to very low A. That's where I think I'll put this right now. Because Chapter 1 was great. Chapter 2 even had, like, it's got James McAvoy in it, one of the best actors of all time. But I just think the story wasn't as strong. It Chapter 2 D. I wouldn't put it D. I would just put it low B because it's still got, like, some really phenomenal performances. Artemis Fowl D. No one will fight me on that. Beowulf. Oh, do I have rose-colored glasses for this? Because for Beowulf movie, I watched when I was a little kid, and it made me fall in love with Angelina Jolie, and it also made me get into fantasy in a way. But where do we put the Beowulf movie? Let's see. I Am Legend, the movie, isn't even close to the title's meaning. As the movie a part of the story, B tier. As the movie connected to the story, F. I completely agree with what you just said, Todd. I'm like 100% in agreement with you. Okay. Hey, Goblin Kling, just finished The Shadow Rising this week. It was fantastic. Gonna start Fires of Heaven next week after I finish Battleground. Awesome. Love hearing that. Low C. Okay, a lot of C. I'll agree with low C. Let's put it just below iRobot because I think it's pretty bad if I remember correctly. B for Beowulf. Actually, no. It gave me my first major crush, which was Angelina Jolie. So I'm gonna put it higher for that, and no one can tell me I'm wrong. All right, Fahrenheit 451. Okay. This movie decided to add a subplot where they put all of human literature in the DNA of a bird. Why? Why did that happen? Who read Fahrenheit 451 and was like, you know what this needs? Bird DNA. Bird DNA. And the waste of Michael Shannon and Michael B. Jordan, who are incredible actors, is so offensive. They get rid of the wife character, and replace her with an Alexa. One of the best characters in terms of theming, representing like truly being brainwashed, the authoritarian state. They get rid of her and replace her with a computer. They also don't have him hoarding books. He's hoarding like Blockbuster VHSs, which he can't even watch. And he then just like trusts his Alexa to not watch him, even though it's shown that it watches him when he's not supposed to be. It's so bad. It's so befuddlingly stupid. They introduce a very offensive portrayal of an autistic character and say he's read and memorized an amount of books that would be physically impossible to flip through even all the pages of. If you have not seen my review of this movie, it is maybe the worst adaptation ever created. And I have a physical response in terms of just thinking it is utter trash. And the worst part of all of that, in my opinion, is wasting the two lead actors, because Michael Shannon and Michael B. Jordan do a great job acting off each other with what they are handed. But it is so beyond, like, I genuinely think this is a worse adaptation than the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. It is that bad. It is that actually bad. There is a reason there was zero marketing when they released this. HBO was just like, oh no. And then they just put it on their platform and did not promote it at all. And that is what it earns, because holy God, is it just, I want to meet the writer. Oh, I want to meet the writers. I want to ask them, where did bird DNA come in? I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm sorry. It's bottom of D, and no one will change my mind on that. All right. Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton version. I actually I don't remember this. I don't even know if I've seen it. Avatar is probably worse. Disqualified. Have you seen Earthsea series? I have not. Let's see. Wasn't it Prime? I don't think it was Prime. No, I watched 451 on HBO. Or where do you guys want the Alice? I'm literally just going to leave it up to you. What's the consensus? C, low C, D, F, F, A, C, C, A, or B? It seems to be averaging out to like a high C, I would say. Low C, A for Alice, A with Johnny Depp. Yes, the Johnny Depp one. Low C. It seems like it's averaging out to high C. So I'm going to put it top of C right now and trust you guys. B, D, S, D, A. Man, that's kind of all over the place. Really? C, 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 B, mid C, high end C, A, C. Wow. People have a lot of opinions on that. Interesting. Maybe I need to rewatch this. All right. I'm leaving it high C. The original Alice in Wonderland, I'm going to say is an S tier. That's absolute classic. Some of the greatest visuals of its time. Brilliant. Spectacularly well done. I'm going to say middle of S tier. Let's see what people, I'm going to wait and see what people say about the original Alice in Wonderland. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Wow, people are still going for the Alice in Wonderland. Okay, are we talking? I can't even tell what the rankings people are putting in for now are. I think S. Yeah, this is for the classic Alice in Wonderland. The 80s Dune movie we're moving on to. 80s Dune movie. 80s Dune movie is like something else. I've done a podcast on it. Your book comes out my B-Day. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. That's my birthday present to you, good sir. The animation is still beautiful. Agreed. The original Alice in Wonderland is absolutely great animation. The original Dune, it's the perfect kind of schlock. It's beautiful schlock. I want to just say it's very hold up. That's the wrong button. It's very enjoyable schlock. I think it's worth watching. And there's some stuff that's so inexplicably odd that you just enjoy it because you're like, did they really duct tape a rat to a cat? And you watch it and they're like, oh my God, they did. Like they really did that. And I don't know, like I genuinely had a good time with its befuddling choices. This is tricky. 1980s Dune, where does this go? I believe the proper placement is like, I was going to say bottom of C, but I'm seeing a lot of D's. And I can't argue with it, honestly. But I'm going to put it top of D because it's not as offensive as Artemis Fowl or Fahrenheit 451. Let's see. A lot of D's I'm seeing. And the 80s Dune movie butchered a big book while iRobot takes a single short story from an anthology and turns it into a great sci-fi movie. iRobot top of C, Dune bottom. I really like that. That's actually a good case. Man, you guys B, man. Okay, people are okay. You know what? I'm gonna go with exactly what that comment said. Dune bottom of C, and because there's been such a riot around this, I will move iRobot to above I Am Legend because I think I Am Legend's a bit more offensive. So we're gonna do that and move on. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Ooh, okay. No. I have a question. For you guys. Which is the worst movie? Artemis Fowl or Avatar: The Last Airbender? Which is worse? Because I have not watched Artemis Fowl because there is like nothing about that appealing to me. So just tell me which is the worst movie, Artemis Fowl or Avatar: The Last Airbender? Just put which one you think the worst one is. Avatar worse, Artemis Fowl, Airbender Fowl. Oh, okay. Wow, okay, it's a bit split. Okay, Avatar. Okay, yeah, okay. Avatar just took it by a landslide. Is the anger still there, fans? Do you still feel a bit of the anger? Is that a thing? Do you still feel a tad resentful? All right. I'll put Avatar at the very bottom because I know people will be mad if I say Fahrenheit 451's worse. I inhaled water. I'm alive. How are you? I'm good. I died. I did die. I'm actually dead now. Oh, good Lord. We are having a good time. All right. Okay. Now we're up to Harry Potter. Harry Potter collectively, like, I'm okay. First of all, let's just separate this from all the context of everything that's happening around Harry Potter. Let's try and be objective and just weigh the value that's the Harry Potter movie. Because I don't want to take away the effort from the cast and the production design and the directors just because someone attached to it sucks. So let's actually weigh Harry Potter because of everything together. And I think Harry Potter as a whole is top of A. I don't think every movie is the cinematic classic level of an S tier. I think there are a couple that hit that, but overall, I would round Harry Potter to top of A. Purely also because of the accomplishments of visual effects, what it did for fantasy, it's definitely A. And I'd be very open to an argument of S tier if someone wants to make it. I think that's because, like, as a fantasy fan, as someone who likes fantasy adaptations, I got to give respect to the name for what it did in terms of making adaptations more commercially viable and accessible, and the performances. I mean, Emma Watson, Daniel Radcliffe, what's the guy who plays Ron and Draco Malfoy? There's so many great performances in it. You know, both Dumbledores. Yeah, I got it. And oh god, it's got who plays Sirius Black? What's his name? He's an absolutely extraordinary actor, and I can't remember his name. Let's see. I'm a little late, but the 80s Dune movie legit turned me off of sci-fi outside of Star Trek for years. That's actually hilarious. Sirius. Yeah, who played Sirius? Someone tell me, because it's going to drive me nuts if I don't remember it. Let's see. Emma Watson's horrible. Gary Oldman, thank you. I have never heard someone crap on Emma Watson's performance in that. Wow. Interview with the Vampire. I got no strong feelings. Someone tell me. Oh, Gary Oldman. I see. Gary Oldman. Someone just tell me where to put that. There's a lot wrong with The Last Airbender. I will say the set design and costumes and many of the visual effects are pretty good. They just don't live to the original and cultures are supposed to represent. I agree with that 100%. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying there, Eric. Thank you for your super chat. Sorry, I almost missed it. Bam, there we go. Now it's on screen. Yeah, the Avatar movie is just a violation. I would actually classify it as a violation of the original story. Wow, Interview with the Vampire is getting very split. Some are A, D, B, D, B, A, S. Wow, AAA. Okay, it seems pretty high. Seems pretty consensus towards the BA. So I will put it. There's above Hitchhikers. Do people want it there? I mean, I have no real input here. I don't care. S tier, B, 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 B. Wow, that's the most B's I've seen in a row yet. B, 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 B. Okay, let's do top of B. I'll do top of B for you guys. Jurassic Park. I don't think anyone's going to argue that's an S tier. I'm going to put it above. Ooh, is that the best one yet? God, the original Jurassic Park is good. I actually rewatched this recently, and it was it lived up to its hype. The score is maybe one of John Williams' best. I would put it as top 3. And the acting, the visual, like it's aged. It hasn't. Like it still just looks. The T-Rex scene in the Jeep is still like one of my favorite action sequences in cinema. I'm just trying to say, is it better than The Thing? I think it is. And actually, I'm going to put Alice in Wonderland above The Thing because I think that's actually one of the greatest animated films ever made. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid S right there. I think Jurassic Park lives up to being one of the greatest films of all time. I mean, I have it probably in my top 20. Do you guys have it in your top 20? Is it top 20 for you? Jurassic Park is as good as Star Wars. I would agree with that statement. I would agree that is a true thing. I think it is a better soundtrack than Star Wars. Now, Star Wars has more iconic ones, and I would say there are individual songs from Star Wars that stuck in my head more that are maybe better on their own. But the overall score, I think it's not a chance. Really, I've never heard like strong hatred for Jurassic Park. I just think it's so good. Man being eaten on a toilet, S tier. Yeah, just like the T-Rex sequence in the Jeep. So well done. And Jeff Goldblum. I know my father hates Jeff Goldblum's acting, but I think he's great in the movie too. Okay. I didn't really like how the dinosaurs didn't look how they should as a paleo. Well, yeah, but they didn't know that then. So like, I think, they didn't know at the time. Now they know. That's actually one of my issues with the current Jurassic Park movies. They should have updated it to the current science, but they didn't. And that kind of bothered me. We should do a Ghibli tier list. If we finish this in time, we'll do a Ghibli tier list next. So I'm gonna leave Jurassic Park there. All right, now Hunger Games. Hunger Games movies, they get crapped on a lot. I don't think they're as bad as some people say. They are extremely derivative of some other things. Gosh, that's true. I would say the first movie, though, I would go as far as say is good. But let me generally, okay, D, D, B. This is what I thought. It's pretty polarized. There's S, there's A, there's D. It's pretty. Oh, this is. I might do a poll. We might have to do a poll here. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do a poll to see which one actually where it is, because I don't feel the authority to decide one of the biggest franchises of all time. So I'm gonna bring you all into the mix. We're gonna get in together, and I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. So Hunger Games listing, and it's S. S A B C, not V, C, and then D. And let's create the poll. And I'm going to copy the link. And I'm going to give it to y'all. It's in the chat. Polls in the chat. Polls in the chat. Chat's in the poll, and the polls in the chat. Polls in the chat, and the chat's in the poll. All right, go vote. All right. I don't really like how okay, I read that. The first Jurassic Park movie is one of my favorite movies. The first two sequels are enjoyable, and the two Jurassic Worlds are okay. Oh, here's my controversial opinion. There's only been one good Jurassic Park movie. I did not like any other Jurassic Park movie aside from the first one. I think the new ones are whatever, and I think the two sequels, I would go as far as to say, are bad. I did not like them. Ryan! Good afternoon. Reading your novella has helped me decide if I need to practice my writing for attempts in my first book from 16-book planned series. I will write a few non-canon prequel novellas. Good. That's a great thing to do. Mine are canon, but yeah, I think that's an awesome approach, Ryan. Good. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and vote. I'm going to keep putting the poll in the chat. This is going to be. I'm really curious. I'm just going to randomly pick because I don't care. I don't have a dog in the fight. Show result. B winning out by a lot, definitive, to the point where I don't even need to wait. That is a hard B overall for Hunger Games, and I'm not going to fight it. As long as we all agree that Howard Shore's score for Lord of the Rings is the best of all time. Love your content. Yeah, I can't believe I screwed that up in that video. But yeah, that is an amazing score. He captured so many different vibes. Thank you so much, Eric. He captured so many vibes that were just beautiful. Throughout the Lord of the Rings, and I appreciate that. Okay, Hunger Games is going to go B, and I'm not mad about it. I'm going to put it above Interview with the Vampire. I don't have a strong opinion on that. And my father makes it definitive, coming in and saying B. Thank you, Father, for providing the definitive answer. Thank you. D&D is better than Hitchhiker's Guide. I don't agree with that statement. I get it, but I don't agree with it. Link to voting. The voting's over. It was so definitive. There's no point. It's definitely going over there. The Expanse. Okay. Spoiler alert for my review. The Expanse, I'm gonna say, is some of the best sci-fi television I've ever seen, and I'm probably gonna put it. Gosh, I'm gonna put it right there. It's so good. Like, it's upsettingly good. Oh, wow. SSSS. I'm not going to fight that. We just had like 8, 9, 10 S's in a row. I'm just going to let you all take that. And I'm going to make people mad. I'm putting it above Blade Runner. Fight me. I'm putting it above Blade Runner because I do think it's honestly better than Blade Runner. I'm putting Blade Runner that high because, remember, you guys pushed me to it. I don't think the original Blade Runner is S tier. 2049 is. 2049 would be on top of this list. But, okay. I'm putting The Expanse right there. Wow, that is the most solid wall of S's I have ever seen doing polls. That is actually really impressive. Damn. Now, hold up. Sorry. Thanks for your videos. Went for never completing a book to binging Stormlight and now midway through Two Wheel of Time after following your videos. That's awesome. Good job, Larry. Love that. Why would we fight you if you're right? Yeah. Blade Runner is better. I think 2049 is better. But yeah. Gattaca's on here. That would be a good pick. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So now we're moving on to Narnia. Narnia, the first movie isn't bad, but it gets very bad from there. Star Wars 1 through 3 score better than any other score ever. I don't agree with better than any score ever, but I put it at top 10 scores for sure. Narnia, high C. People say an A. Have you seen the whole? Because we're doing the full series. Have you seen all of them? Because they get worse. they get worse. I think I'm seeing the most B's and C's. B, C, A. Do we really want to say they're better than the Hunger Games movies? Because I think just on production alone, I'd give it to Hunger Games. Narnia movies are super nostalgic for me. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, a bunch of okay. Lucas, stop spamming. No spamming votes. Don't spam votes. That's not allowed. One vote per. But it seems pretty unanimously C now that I'm letting it kind of process. A lot of B's and A's, which makes them. I'm going to go high C for it. I'm going to go. Actually, I have no issue putting that top of C. Put some respect. Chad Daniel Green and The Expanse versus Virgin Hello Future Me Blade Runner win. Hey, I agree with Tim that the second Blade Runner is like the greatest movie maybe ever made. I don't argue with him on that at all. When are you going to read review Iron Gold and Dark Age by Pierce Brown? Soon. Those are very high on my TBR. I just want to get the first Warhammer book done, and then I might go straight into those. I will always love the Narnia movies. I don't blame you, man. And there's a lot of B's coming through. Like it's and then some D's. Man, it's hard. First Narnia had some great CGI first time. Yeah, it did. A for Tilda Swinton. Tilda Swinton did a good job. I'm going to leave it where it is. And then we're going to go for The Martian. Martian, I'm going to go low A. I thought it was a really good adaptation of a really good book. And I'm very curious to see if people disagree with me pretty hard on that. B, The Martian is A. I think people are going to go A. The only thing I did not like in this movie is the very ending. I don't like what they changed from the book at the very end. But that's really it. I would say it's A. Yeah, it seems pretty unanimously A here. A lot of agreement. S, a couple B's, couple S's, triple A. Yeah, I think A is not a controversial pick there. Now, for probably the most controversial, I'm assuming it's going to be the most controversial pick, and I will put this to another poll. And this is going to be The Hobbit. So the Hobbit trilogy. Here's what I want people to weigh. And you make your own decision. I'm not telling you how to vote. But here's what I want you to think. So how bad is it as an adaptation? And how bad are they divorced from Lord of the Rings? And decide where you want to put it from there. I personally would honestly go bottom of C or maybe even D, just because of how atrocious it is for Lord of the Rings. But I am not going to tell people they're wrong for deciding, hey, I still like them enough to say like, oh, I want to go this. When it comes to scores, Basil Pelagos' score for Conan the Barbarian is S tier easily. Oh, interesting. Especially surprising given the quality of the movie it scored. You're probably right. So I'm curious what people are going to say for The Hobbit. I'm seeing a lot of C, bottom of C, a couple of B's, a couple of A's. I'm surprised by the A's. Well, a couple S's, but a lot of D's. And I don't blame people. Couple F's. Give us an F tier for The Hobbit, please. If we're not putting the Avatar movie in the F tier, we're not putting The Hobbit. D. I'm gonna go top of D, and we'll revisit later. Should I put this to a poll? I'm gonna put this. Yeah, I said I would. Let's put this to a poll. I feel like this needs to go to a poll. So let's go ahead and get a poll for The Hobbit, because I get why people would want that, and it's honestly one that's gonna be divisive. Thank you, Matthew, for the 5. It's gonna be one that's divisive enough that I'm. B, if you watch the fan super cut when it gets ripped off crap. I didn't know there was a fan super. Is it worth watching? I imagine, of course there's a fan supercut. Duh. Oops, I opened the wrong thing. Strawpoll.com. Hobbits deserve better film? Of course they do. I would not disagree with that at all. Create poll. Hobbit. Because there's still some aspects of The Hobbit that are genuine, like the score for the Hobbit movies. I mean, it's riding off Lord of the Rings, of course, but it's still a good score. S, A, B, C, D. Create poll, share, copy link. All right, go vote on Hobbit. Go vote on Hobbit. I'm not taking responsibility for this. It's your vote. Go vote on Hobbit. Multiple edit Hobbits. Yeah, multiple edits. That does not surprise me. Go vote. Go vote. You decide where the Hobbit's placement shall be, and I will let you decide where it goes. All right, let's get in here. I'm going to go ahead and randomly pick. I don't care. Apparently, I randomly picked B. And let's see what's winning. Go to result. Automatic refresh. Okay, C. C is dominating pretty hard. I'm going to let that go for a minute because I know people are passionate about this. But I would be surprised if C gets overtaken. I'll put it in again. And I think that's generally right. Like I would put it low C. Just finished BOP and really enjoyed it. Will some of these characters show up again? The ending was effing great. I'm no spoilers, but I'm really, really glad you enjoyed it. I will. Okay. some characters that you've seen will show up again. My dad's saying Hobbit C. Colbert acting A. Yeah, Stephen Colbert's in it. That's right. I forgot that. I was not thinking about that, but it is technically true. Stephen Colbert is canon in Middle Earth. All right, yeah, C's have it. The C's have it. So let's just go ahead and throw that in low C. I'll put it ooh, Golden Compass. That's actually a really good comparison. Bop is Breach of Peace, my book. Do I put it above the original Golden Compass movie? That's an interesting question. Because they're both pretty disloyal adaptations in ways. I'm going to put it above. No, but that's tricky. No, you know what? Here, okay. I'm going to make some people mad. I'm putting it below Golden Compass for one reason and one reason alone. The last minute shoehorned in love dynamic between the elf and the dwarf that the actress explicitly said she did not want to do and thought was a bad idea. Everyone involved thought it was a bad idea, but it was just some studio note to shoehorn that in, so they did with reshoots. Because of that and how annoying I find that to be, I'm going to put it below Golden Compass. People can disagree with me, that's fine. But that's just my opinion. I genuinely hate that happened in that movie, and it's something the actors and actresses had to deal with. I love you and a script Omen shirt t-shirt in your videos. Are you an alum or fan of OSU? I just moved to Ohio, and my girlfriend at the time's family was super big into OSU, so I just accumulated OSU stuff as a result. But yeah, that's my thoughts there. Okay, now we have to ask an interesting question. Hobbit below Hunger Games. I didn't vote for those. Those were not me that decided. Both of those were audience picks. You do not put that on me. You do not put that on me. And we're also saying how good were they as adaptations. And I think most people would agree in terms of the spirit of the books. The movies probably do better than that. My God, I've really all forgotten about the Planet of the Apes movies. Holy crap. The original and the reboot, not the Burton one. Might be controversial, but I think the reboot trilogy might be up there as one of the best. I get why people say that. That people really like those movies. I think the first one of the reboot's bad, and then the next one's pretty good, and the third one I thought had problems. But it's visually they're fantastic. Like, oh my God, Andy Serkis, man, he can carry him. Can't Andy Serkis just make it? Anything with Andy Serkis cannot be D. I'm gonna make that a rule now for all adaptations and everything ever. Andy Serkis brings literally everything up one rung by just being there. I actually genuinely believe that to my soul, and no one can fight me. Let's see. Twilight. Okay, so now we're talking about Twilight. Are you all going to rank it based off of, hey, how well is it adapting these books, which you can argue it does pretty well? Or are you going to just rate it on, this is a bad movie because the books are kind of schlock and so it's not great? I'm going to leave it to a poll once again because it's one of the most popular franchises of all time, and I like making you all fight about it. It's kind of fun. All right, Twilight. S. Some people might decide it's an S tier. Some may say, hey, it adapted the books perfectly, therefore it's an S tier adaptation. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for that being your opinion. Share the poll, copy the link. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Polls in the chat. Polls in the chat. I'm going to randomly vote C and move on from there. Pats in the poll and the polls in the chat. Chats in the poll and the polls in the chat. Chat in the poll in the chat. Chat, go vote, go vote. It's a democracy. All right. Let me bring myself back in here. Show result. Okay, D has it pretty heavily there. This is pretty heavy slandering. It's actually almost perfectly D, C, B, S. So if S and A flipped, wow. Auto refresh. What's happening? Not a whole lot of movement. That is oof. All right, I'm gonna put this poll in again, so people want to go try and save it. They can bring it up maybe, but that is a harsh condemnation by my audience. I thought it might be higher. I thought there'd be enough people who went, hey, it's a good adaptation of something. Deep thought. I think that recruitment themes in fantasy can reflect aspects of reality that we are only subconsciously aware of. I think there's a lot in fantasy that can reflect reality in deeper, more nuanced ways otherwise, because that's the benefit of fantastic storytelling. So I actually agree with what you're saying there. It seems like D is going to continue with it, though. There's a pretty heavy D bias going on. It's faithful to the book. I think C. Diaz makes a good point here. I think it's pretty faithful to the book, but it seems that they have decided no, that does not outweigh the fact that it's not a good story, which is fine. I think that's fine. It's to find the old side of that. I'm going to go ahead and I think it's pretty, not controversially though, going to go top of D. I'm going to assert that because it's still a good adaptation of the source material, whereas everything below it is a violation of God. So I'm going to say that, and that will be my take there. And I refuse to let you guys push it lower. Based off the status of S tier, I think the dynamic has switched to just voting for the quality of the film's movies. I mean, I thought that would happen too, Eric, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not surprised by that. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got going on? What are people saying right now? Democracy has failed Twilight. Democracy has failed a lot of things recently. Let's see. The books are still better. I can't speak on that matter. All right. So now we have Starship Troopers. I'm going to make this placement. I'm going to put my foot down and people are going to be okay with it. So here's my thing for Troopers. Jaxie, thank you. Troopers is a very disloyal adaptation, intentionally. It is a very disloyal adaptation, but it is one of the best parody movies. The fact that people when this came out didn't get it was a satire. Sorry, not parody, satire. The fact that people didn't get it was a satire just shows we've been stupid forever. It's so clearly a satire, and it's so funny. Casting actors who debatably didn't know the movie was making fun of them is hilarious. It's just like poking fun at these Hollywood people, and it's so good. It's so funny. Neil Patrick Harris as a literal, not as a metaphorical Nazi is kind of funny, and he's the only one who's clearly aware of what the movie's about and going on. I love it. It's such a good satire, and I think it's brilliant. So for me, I will say this is top of A. Its sequels, I've been told, are bad. I haven't seen them. But I think it's meta great. I think it's great on its own. And it's such a critique of fascism that's so effective. Like, it just pokes holes and makes fun of fascism and fascist mentalities. And it does it so, so well. If you look at reviews, there are people who didn't get that. And it's so overt. Like, that's not a subtle movie. It's not subtle at all. But all right. All right. I'm putting it there, not letting a vote happen. It's top of A. It hasn't held up and aged super, super well. But I'm leaving it there. Oh, God, do I want to put it over Harry Potter? No, Harry Potter deserves to be above it. But I genuinely think Starship Troopers is one of the greatest satires of all time. Oh, thank you again, Jaxie. I appreciate you. Best choice so far? Good. The sequels are terrible. That's too bad. I mean, you can't really make a sequel of that. So I just figured. I learned about this, I think, from some big movie YouTuber. I forget which one, maybe Red Letter Media, that they weren't sure what to do. Like, the studio, when they got Starship Troopers, was like so unsure of how to handle it. They tried to like market it to kids, which, if you've seen that movie, no, like, no, don't do that. They made like action figures and stuff and tried to be like, this is a kids action film. Like, even the studio behind it didn't get what it was, and it's a clear adult satire on, like, good Lord. It's so okay. People in Hollywood don't know what they're doing a lot of the time, and that's kind of funny. Now we have Dragonheart. Is anyone going to disagree that this should be high A? Like, should anyone disagree with this? I think this should be probably just above it, and I think that's a good placement. Is that okay? Can we just do Dragonheart like middle of the road A, and then we're good? Let's see. S. Wow. Okay. A, S, S, S. Top A. A for sure. C, A. Okay. Not a lot of argument that it's either S or A. One B. Couple B's. A is correct. That's interesting. Okay. This is a good one. I like this. I want to ask, how much of this do you think is rose-colored glasses? How many of you have watched this recently? Like, talking about adaptations, haven't read them yet, but the Magicians TV show is actually really good. Highly recommend. I'm glad to hear that, because I really liked the first book. The first book was quality. It seems like most people are okay with my placement right now for Dragonheart. I don't think it's S. It does not hold up to like Blade Runner and The Expanse and The Thing and Alice in Wonderland, Jurassic Park. It's not on the Jurassic Park level. I will strongly fight you on that, but I will agree it probably belongs in A. Let's see. Martian should be high A too. I think The Martian is better than It. So I'm going to put it above It because Chapter 2 of It was not as good as Chapter 1. If Chapter 1 was as good as Chapter 2, It would be higher, but it just wasn't, unfortunately. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Witcher. God, I pull for The Witcher so hard. Like, I really want Witcher to be fantastic, right? Like, I'm a big fan of Witcher in terms of like trying to make it live up to what it should be. But that season was not awesome. I think it has a lot of potential to be. Does Dragonheart really count? The book it's based off the movie is, dude, we have stuff based off shows here. We have Avatar in here. The based off the show is movies, so it's like the opposite of the tier list. Yeah, I know. We're just going off of adaptations in general and fantasy movies. It's getting weird. Just roll with it. Just everyone, deep breath again. Everyone. Cool. Witcher, I'm going to put to a poll, actually. I'm going to put to a poll because I've wanted to get an accurate read of how people think about this because I've yet to be able to do it. Because as you can see from what people are saying, it's kind of all over the place. So I'm going to put a poll out there, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. So I'm going to get a poll out. No, not Starship Troopers, straw poll. Okay. Because I really want to see what the consensus is. I have a weird interest in the fate of The Witcher in terms of like how time will look back on it. So let's go ahead and let's do this. And I think this is the one, like, I genuinely can't tell. I don't think it'll be as low as C, but I don't know where it'll end up between B, A, and S here. I really don't. I don't know. I'm genuinely curious. All right. Polls in the chat. Polls in the chat. You got poll in the chat. Go vote on The Witcher. Vote on The Witcher. Go vote on The Witcher. Vote on The Witcher. Where does it belong? I don't really know. I'm going to vote and kind of just do it randomly. All right. Because I don't want. All right. Let's see. What are people saying? Show results. I hated what they did to Kahar's character. He was my absolute favorite in the books. I see. Okay. Hold up. Give me a second here. Sorry. Did I just send the wrong poll? Was that the right poll, or did I sit and just sick? Are people voting? Okay, people are voting. I said the right poll. Sorry about that. The Witcher had some fun spectacle and some interesting locations, but the biggest issue is it didn't understand the core morals of the story. I also would say one of the biggest pluses was the acting. I really like the performances of The Witcher. I would also say one of the biggest flaws is it just didn't have enough pre and post production. It felt on an editing level very rushed to me. The editing did not live up to what was shot even. I would say the shooting was better than what the editing delivered. And I don't blame anyone who was on the project. I mean, if you look into it, they did not have much time. And so it's not their fault at all. But it seems like B is going to take it. Let me put on auto refresh. Yeah, B's more in the lead now. It seems B's got it. Yeah. So that seems, I just think it was an issue of pre and post. They really wanted the show out and Netflix wanted it out fast. And that was a problem to me. Yeah, A for just toss a coin. Does have maybe the best bop. It's a bad adaptation. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it's a bad adaptation. Okay, but it seems like B has got it. And now I need to decide where in the B's am I going to place it. It's definitely higher end in the B's. Do I put it above Hunger Games? No, I'm going to put it below Hunger Games. And that is, well, the performances were fun, and its pacing was so wonky. I'm going to put it above. Can I say tie? Can I just say tie? I don't have a strong opinion there. I'm going to say tie, and you guys put it where you want to put it, and I'm done. I'm dusting my hands of that. Above. No. Hunger Games better than The Witcher. I don't know. I feel like Hunger Games being done dirty a little bit, but Good Omens. Good Omens, I'm going to say is low A. I think it's not perfect, but I would say it's a very good adaptation of the book. I'm going to say middle of the road A. I liked it a lot. I thought David Tennant was great. I thought the dynamic and the relationship there was really solid. Oh wow, a couple people saying S. Good Omens high A. Oh, high A. Yeah, I could see putting it high A. I like Starship Troopers a lot, but I can get people not thinking Starship Troopers is better than this. So I will put it high A. I will put it there, and I think that's totally fine. I think that's a very good placement. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. That's fine. Shannara. Do I need to ask? Where we put Shannara? I'll wait. I'll wait for responses. I want to kind of switch B and C tier as a whole now. Really? That's a controversial thing to say with some of the stuff on there. D, okay. D, low D, D. I'm going to put it above Fahrenheit 451, and no one can convince me otherwise. But okay. Is it worse than Artemis Fowl? Is it worse than Artemis Fowl? That's a good, genuine question. I want to know a genuine answer. Is this actually worse than Artemis Fowl? Shannara Twain. Why is that funny to me? Damn it, that shouldn't be funny. No, it's not worse. Yes, it's worse than Artemis Fowl. No. Okay, apparently people are saying it's not worse than Artemis Fowl. So I will put it above Artemis Fowl then. Yeah, I didn't bother watching Artemis Fowl because everyone just said it was a horrible violation, and I had no attachment to the character, so I had no interest in watching that. The new His Dark Materials show, I'm going to say very high B. I think this is absolutely. I think season 2 was a slight step down from season 1, but I think they are both good. I think they are both good to really good adaptations of His Dark Materials. So I would say top of, God, maybe even A. Yeah, I liked it more than Chapter 2. So, yeah, I'm fine with that. I think they're really, really solid. I think BBC did a great job of adapting Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials. The sets have been really impressive. Daphne and Keen's acting. For Daphne and Keen, I'm just excited for her career. She's so talented and so well developed as an actress. Like, she just brings so much personality to the roles. She can so clearly bring different, like, I think she's great. And her co-star who plays her male counterpart, I forget his name, he's great. And then James McAvoy, and they didn't Shoot, Gotta Run. Such a fun tier list. Looking forward to seeing how this ended. Good, I'm glad, and good to see you, Dusty Wheel. Love you, Matt. Yeah, I genuinely think that they've faithfully adapted it, and that's so important for His Dark Materials. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there in A. I think that's totally fair. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I forgot this was even on here, and this is gonna be so controversial. Game of Thrones. Oh God, Game of Thrones. Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute here. Game of Thrones. All right, can we talk about this? If we're going off the first couple seasons, S tier, no question, we would be putting it in S tier. It's some of the best television of all time. And then it got a little bit weaker. It got a bit weaker after that. And then it self-destructed. There's no other way to put it. It self-destructed in a way where it was so abysmal that it's killed its own reputation, right? No one goes to rewatch it. No one's buying the merch. No one cares. No one's subscribing to HBO anymore because of this. But it still had some of the best characters, some of the best character development before that TV had ever seen. It's hard. It's genuinely kind of upsetting because it's like it's almost like I'm saying, what's the legacy of Game of Thrones now? Like, where am I going to put it? What's the vibe for Game of Thrones forever? And it's so disappointing. And like, I keep thinking of positives. I keep thinking of like good things. And then I keep remembering like she just kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet. And then like the way Jaime's character ends. The who ends up on the Iron Throne. Then I remember how great Sansa's development is. It's I want to do a poll, but I don't want to say I will abide by the poll. Does that make sense? I want to be able to override it because I think that I need to have the right to do that. You brought up all self-destruction. I just remembered you forgot the objective S tier. That is annihilation is amazing. That is a very good point, Zachary. Yeah, let's do a poll. I'm going to do a poll for y'all, and we'll figure this out because this is hard. Like I'm not stalling. I don't know where I'd put it. I really don't. So I'm making the poll. All right, I'm making the Game of Thrones poll, and we'll figure it out. And I have a feeling that people are actually like, they're going to get to the poll like, I know what I'm going to do, and then they're going to have a pause. A lot of people are going to be like, that's going to be a minute. SABCD, we got it. Create poll. Don't put S for the memes. I really don't want that. Just genuinely tell me what you think, because I am very curious where the real reaction is. So the poll's in the chat. Poll is now in the chat. Go vote. I'm gonna do my vote, and I think I'm gonna do B. I think it averages out to B. That's my honest vote. Poll's in the chat. Chat's in the poll. Okay, votes are polling in strong. Oh wow, it's actually kind of close. All right, let me show the results here. It's kind of close right now. Poll's still in the chat. Poll's in the chat. B is pulling ahead. I shouldn't have said that. I may have accidentally swayed it. Let's see. We got an opinion coming through. I want to see. Game of Thrones book adaptation S tier as a whole, D tier. Tell me, we are voting the show or just the book adaptation? We're voting both. Average both in. Like take both factors in your head and say that's kind of what we've been doing the whole time, I think. But that's a really good question. So there we go. We got it in. 450 people have voted. Wow, people are showing up for this. I rewatched Game of Thrones twice. The key is to stop. That's not a full rewatch then. That's a selective rewatch. that's not a full rewatch. It seems like B's got it. Still people voting though. A lot of people still voting. Wow. It's a lot of people still voting on this. I mean, a lot of people have opinions on this, so I don't blame them. But it seems like B has got it with a close A, which makes me think I need to do a high B for it, which I don't blame you. I think that's kind of where I'm feeling. Because I remember the early seasons, and they were so good. Like everyone, like a high percentage of people who watch certain scenes scream out loud good, like visceral reactions from people. And I love that, you know, that's such an important like moment for television. And this show single-handedly changed TV. Like we would not get The Witcher show without it. We would not get Wheel of Time, Lord of the Rings. This has had maybe the biggest impact on the future of television of any show of my generation. It's not the best. I'm not making that case. I'd say the best of my generation is Breaking Bad. But like in terms of making waves, so little else has. So I think at 500 some votes, I'm going to call it, well, A is creeping up a little, but I think B still takes it. And that's, I agree with. You couldn't count season 6 rated Game of Thrones because they're not adaptations anymore. They're new material. That's a fair point. I actually don't think you're wrong, but that's not how we're doing this. Like that's a good way to look at it, but we're not being that. They did Direwolves dirty all seasons. That's true. Breaking Bad. Yeah. Breaking Bad is the greatest show in television history. It's not a fantasy show, but it's the greatest show in television history. I think I will fight anyone. Breaking Bad is the greatest TV show ever made. That is a genuine belief of mine. I've rewatched it probably 6 or 7 times. Let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we got that. And where am I going to put it? I said high B. I will leave it at the top of B. I'm going to leave it top of B and just be like, that's what it earned. And I'm okay with that. Thrones is like a good relationship that ended with a toxic breakup. Objectively, a good time is an average, but the ending spoils the good times. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. Breaking Bad's perfection. The Wire is better. There's okay. That's conversation for another day. Star Trek TNG. That okay. Stop it. You're speaking dirty here. You're speaking dirty. Dragonheart Vengeance. Okay, I need to have a conversation with you guys because. Okay, hold up. We're putting this aside for a second. I need to have a real talk. People thought in my Dragonheart Vengeance video, which is still maybe the most fun I've ever had making a video. It's so fun. People thought like, oh, Daniel thinks this movie's terrible. He's memeing on it. No, I genuinely had a great time watching that magnificent beast. It's not good. but it's a ton of fun. And I was joking, I was memeing on it a bit, but genuinely, Dragonheart Vengeance, get some beers, get some friends. It's hilarious, and I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna even put the time in to fight anyone on that. So no, it's not D. In terms of my own enjoyment, Dragonheart Vengeance is low B. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. They're all wrong. S tier for Dragonheart Vengeance. Thank you. I wouldn't go that, but I would non-ironically say it's the 5th Dragonheart movie. For those of you who haven't watched that video, it's the 5th one, and I'll walk you through it. It's genuinely a blast. It's so weird. Everyone's clearly very aware that this is a weird movie. There's a guy who gets directions from worms, earthworms, and they're accurate directions, which, like, what? I love it. I love it, and I'm going to put it bottom of B. Fight me. Oh, not top of B. No, it's not better than Game. Stop it. No, it's not better than Game of Thrones. Stop it. As Dragonheart Vengeance, a masterpiece of the ages. Anything else would be a shameless lie. It's like watching Borat for the first time. Cheers to you. It's genuinely fun. Like, it's really weird. They make a dragon turn from a horse into a dragon, and for some reason just have a massive P beforehand. That didn't need to be anything, but it was. And it was great. It was so funny. Like, there's a dragon trying to help a man woo a woman by doing the hide behind the bushes thing. It's genuinely great. I love it. I really do love it. People, like, I had so many comments like, you're being so mean to this movie. I didn't think I was. I thought it was great. All right, whatever. Moving on. That was genuinely a good movie. All right, Aragon. I think Christopher Paolini would be mad if we put this above D, because if you go to his YouTube channel, he craps on this movie. It's better than Artemis Fowl. Actually, is it better than Shannara? It's not. I get that it's D, guys. No one, not even Christopher Paolini, would argue that. But is it better than Shannara? Is the question. That's what I want to put forth. Because here's the thing: the movie's not as bad as a lot of people think. Just below Twilight, I think that's fair. Just below Twilight, I think that's fair. Yes, it's worse than Shannara. Really? And low D? No. Yes, below Shannara. All right, I think below Shannara is no. That's a lot of no's. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there and just say, it's okay. Okay. Look at what's next. Look at what's next. I know a lot of you haven't read Dark Tower, but talk about wasted potential. Talk about wasted freaking potential. Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba in the Dark Tower adaptation. When I heard that casting, that was just like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect Dark Tower casting. Idris Elba for the gunslinger, Matthew McConaughey for the Man in Black. They've killed it. Amazing. And I had faith. I believed in it. And then they decided to just not do the Dark Tower. Watching Gilmore Girls is a more faithful adaptation of Dark Tower than this movie. Oh man, is it painful? This is like a really painful one to talk about. I would say it's from what I understand, it seems about as disloyal as Artemis Fowl was. That seems like the general discourse I've seen. So I would say this is probably right in this territory. So I'm going to put it there. If you like the Dark Tower movie, that's fine. But it just, like, literally thematically is the exact opposite of the book. Like, in terms of disloyal Stephen King endings, which there are a lot of, and some of them are good, some of them are bad, it's the worst one. So yeah, I think gotta go. Thanks for the great stream and listening to Breach of Peace on my drive to work. Awesome, and having a blast. It's a great book from the long slog through real time. Oh, I appreciate that, and thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Lower, way lower, guys. Have you watched that Fahrenheit 451 movie? Do I need to lecture you on bird DNA again? I'll get into it because let's talk about this Fahrenheit. There's more. There's more that's wrong with it. It's like they had decades of stories to choose from. They chose to do a turkey. I hate it so much. Okay, let me talk to you about Fahrenheit 451 for a second. They ask the fireman who's being a traitor to steal them a tracker because they can't make a tracker. The same people who can't make a GPS tracker can code literature into DNA. They can do that, but they can't make a GPS tracker. I can go to Radio Shack and make a GPS tracker. It's not as bad as the Fahrenheit 451 movie. No way. Like I refuse. I'm sorry. I get people want lower. I'm leaving it there. And now the Dresden Files show. I'm curious about this because okay. Bird DNA is going to become a meme on the channel. I can already tell. The Dresden Files show. Coward. All right. Fine. Fine. Because I still see some people who are like, hey, the Dresden Files show, there's still something about it. There's still something they're like, okay. They're still like okay with it in a weird way. So I'm thinking low C. I'm thinking low C is fine. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? D? Let's see. How are we? C? I feel like we should go low C. I don't know. I'm going to put it at the bottom of C. I'm just going to leave that there. I think that's fine. Let's wait. What? Okay, hold up. What's going on here? All right. Lower. Okay, we're talking about Dark Tower there. C, top of D. There's nothing about it. D, C. You said you were what? D, mid C, C. Now when the book is bad, I just say bird DNA. C, okay. Dark Tower lower. Stop it. Okay. All right. I'm just going to leave it there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and review. Best of all these movies, Jurassic Park. I would say yes. I'm fine with that. Alice in Wonderland behind it, sure. The Thing behind that, yes. The Expanse, yes. Blade Runner, yeah. I would say that's a very solid S tier. I think that's good. Now, okay. Harry Potter top of A. Should Harry Potter be bumped to S? I'm not sure if it should. Like, that's a genuine, like, I'm not sure if I did that dirty. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. That seems like no one has a problem. I'm not seeing like a bunch of outrage. Okay, people seem okay with that. Good Omens, I think people okay with that there. Starship Troopers is okay there. Dragonheart, that's fine. The Martian, fine. His Dark Materials, yeah. I think A, we're all pretty good with. Wait, okay, now some people saying Harry Potter to S. Nah. Okay, more no's. I'm seeing more no's. I think A in general is not super controversial. I think these are all people will be okay with. This is A. Give me just to be like a nice summation. Give me 1 in the chat if you're okay with A in general, and 2 in the chat if you think something needs to be changed. Just give me 1 if you think it's fine, 2 if it needs to be changed. I'm almost going on 2 hours. This is gonna be my longest stream. We're hitting 3, boys and girls, and everything else. We're hitting 3. I'm doing this. All right. Ones. Okay. A whole lot of ones. It seems like everyone's all right with that. Yeah. Okay. There's definitely some 2s, but I'm going with the consensus. B tier. I am going to say something controversial. I think season 8 is so bad that I would put Hunger Games above Game of Thrones. I think season 8 is that bad. But that's just me. And I think a lot of people are going to disagree with that. But it's because, let me justify, it's because I think I'm weighing as an adaptation a bit heavier. And I think Hunger Games as an adaptation, at least my understanding and memory, is pretty faithful, except for like some changes. I'm not going to move it. I know some people are going to be mad. I'm not going to move it, but I can see the argument, and I wouldn't be furious if someone came in and said, no, Hunger Games is more popular. Hunger Games is a better adaptation in that sense. So bump it down. But yeah, season 8. It's like I rewatched part of season 8 and like the ending, and it's so baffling, like just character wise. God. All right, sorry. I think we have a Witcher right about where it needs to be. Interview with a Vampire. I got no real strong opinions on. Hitchhiker's Guide. I would bump higher, but I don't know how much higher. I'll leave it there. Dungeons & Dragons. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm bumping. I bumped. I did a little. I bumped. Hitchhiker's above Witcher. I actually agree with that. Oh, what just happened? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. What are you talking about? Nothing happened there. Everything's fine. Why was Siri listening to me for like way too long? Stop that. All right. Dragonheart Vengeance. Oh, wait, no. Do I like Dragonheart Vengeance more than the D&D movie? They're both complete schlock. And I might. It's so much fun, but so is the D&D movie. And Jeremy Irons, if you've not seen the D&D movie, might give the campiest performance I've ever seen, but it's like in a good way. Like he's just going ham, and it's so much fun. I think I'm going to leave it as is. And hey, for the people who are mad about Game of Thrones being this low, you got to remember, if you cut out like the last 3 seasons, I'd have it in S. But it was just a descent. Okay. All right. Now we're going to look at the C tier. I think we've put Narnia too high, but that's fine. Alice in Wonderland, I have no opinions on. iRobot, I'd put way lower, but you all bullied me and it's fine. I Am Legend. Okay. Yeah. I think I'd put Hobbit a little higher. Yeah, I should have had it higher. I'm really mad about that one thing. But it's wrong to put it below those. Like I don't know. It's so painful. Like it's hard, man. Let's see. If you could have the perfect director for the perfect adaptation, who would be for both? Taika Waititi for Discworld. There's no better combination Hollywood could possibly do right now, and it would be Taika Waititi for Discworld. And the fact that that's not happening makes me sad every day. I don't know. C hurts me. I don't like C. It's genuinely upsetting looking at this. Hobbit top of C. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I can because like it's still in terms of what is brought to the screen way more impressive in so many ways. So I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm all right with that. But yeah, Taika Waititi for Discworld. If that happens, I might start believing in a god. Like that, I would be so stupidly happy. And then D tier, I'm still of the opinion Twilight should be higher because from my understanding, it's a pretty faithful adaptation, but we're not weighting it like that. And I know you guys voted it to D, but I'm leaving it top of D. Why isn't Lord of the Rings here? For those of you who showed up, we decided not to include Lord of the Rings because we were limited on how many we can include, and we wanted to include ones that would have like conversation and be like debatable in a way. And Lord of the Rings was so unanimously heavenly tier, above S tier. It's God tier. It breaks the whole thing. It's the greatest movies ever made that we just decided not to include it because there's no discussion to be had. It's just the Lord of the Rings movies are the greatest movies of all time. There's no discussion. That's just the end of it. So that's why they're not here. Just want to answer that to clarify. I think Twilight as an adaptation should be higher. It's like it's schlock, right? But it knows what it is, and it's being schlock well. As far as I'm not experienced in Twilight. I don't know why I'm defending Twilight. I don't really care. Pips, where did Pips go? You were here a minute ago. Whatever. All right. Starship Troopers is the best satire ever. How dare you doubt me? All right, and then I don't like looking at D tier, my genuine thought is I don't want to waste my time speaking on these movies right now. Like that's my actual I don't care. I think it's why I spend so much time on Twilight. It's the one that I actually have a thought on. Please explain why Hobbit is so low. Because if we're waiting as an adaptation, it's genuinely a horrific adaptation. It completely changes the story. It forces in romances and does stuff to the lore. and all that. That's just genuinely befuddlingly bad. It is in terms of an adaptation bad. And I would say as movies, they're not good. I don't think they're as bad as some people say, but yeah, I would only do top of C. And that's my thoughts on that. And that wasn't me. That was voting. The audience put that there. I want to make it clear. I did not entirely make this list. My audience decided where The Hobbit went. It decided where Game of Thrones went, Hunger Games, and Witcher, and I think a couple more. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts there. So what tier list should we do next? We're going to 3 hours. We have a full solid hour left. Wait, hold up. Sorry. Full of lies. The Hobbit, not Daniel. Oh. Lord of the Rings movies, best movies of all time. That's debatable, my friend. Best regards from Spain. Okay, I don't actually know if they're the best movies of all time. That's a whole other conversation. Best fantasy movies of all time, no doubt. I would obviously. You also left out Legends of the Seeker for S tier, trash TV series based on trash series, especially the most accurate adaptation to date. That's funny. Hold up, we're getting some donos here. Before I leave this, might I ask a rather existential question? If the next words you say were to be your legacy for years, oh man, what would they be? That's that. That. If there's anything that sums me up as a person quite well, it's no. If I could have one thing be my legacy, it's try your damned hardest to pursue your dreams and treat others with kindness and forgiveness. Who would you cast for Locke Lamora and Jean Tannen? Ooh, good questions. Locke Lamora, that's a good question. I've been really impressed with Tom Holland and his more serious performances, but I don't know. That's not great. I wouldn't cast him for that. Who would I cast for Locke Lamora? I want someone younger who's very scoundrelly. That's a good question. That's a really good one. Jean Tannen's more straightforward. I think I would actually go. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna say this might be controversial. Tom Holland for Locke Lamora. He's not a serious guy. I agree with you, but he is in a serious environment, and there's serious moments with him and real emotional beats. And I think Tom Holland could hit the humor and the real serious emotional beats well. Timothy Chalamet's also a very good choice. And for Jean Tannen, I would actually go Adam Driver, because as we've all seen, Adam Driver's a big boy. And I think he could pull off that kind of intimidation well. And I want to see him in a more intimidating role that lets him be a big kind of brute guy, because he's a former Marine. He's swole, and I think he could deliver it well. There's an age difference there that's a bit, whatever, but I would still like to see it. Let's see. You should watch The Cottage, low-budget horror comedy with starring Andy Serkis. It's brilliant and fun. Oh, I need to check that out for sure. I love it. Let's see. Chalamet is a good choice. I'm not going to Yes, Eddie Redmayne's a bit too old, I think, now. I could be mistaken. But hey, whatever, it's age. Too high cost, yeah, definitely, for sure. They wouldn't do it unless they had like a huge budget behind them. All right, we need to do another tier list. I'm going to do a poll to see which tier list we're going to do next. I think I said we're going to do Ghibli, though. Do you guys want to do Ghibli, or do you want to do a vote and see something else? 1, if you want to see a Ghibli tier list. 2, if you want to do a poll and find another something else. I'm a man of the people. You put those in. I'm going to come back and see the result. I'm going to get some more drink, some more food. I'll be right back. All right. I've got a power bar. I've got water. Let's do this. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, I'm all right. Sorry, guys. I just needed to step away and get some drink real quick. 1, 1. Okay, which one did I say was 1 and which one did I say was 2? I think I said 1 for Ghibli, 2 for something else. And I think the 2s have it by a little. Yeah, the 2s have it. Right? I said 1 for Ghibli, 2 for something else, right? I should have kept track of that. Oh, that's funny. So I think we need to do a poll to figure out what we're doing next. Ghibli 1? Okay. The chews have it. Oh, I just got the chewiest bar ever. I am so sorry. Okay. We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. We're going to do a poll. Okay. Which, I am so sorry. I did not think this through. This is a bad look on me. All right. First option, Ghibli, obviously. Put that in there, no question. MCU movies and shows, okay. MCU movie shows. Disney, okay. Disney movies. I'm gonna say Disney / Pixar. I want to include Pixar if we're gonna do that. Studio Ghibli. A Song of Ice and Fire. Just like the seasons or the books? What would that? I need something more specific. Chosen One. Okay, I like that. Put that in there. Game of Thrones characters. That's a good one. I can't just do like, I don't know. You need to be more specific, guys. Malazan books. I don't think enough people have read Malazan for everyone to be included in that. I got to do something that ships, swordsmen. Oh yeah, fighters. We can do fighters. Let's do fighters in general. It's like rogues, people use axes, all kinds of stuff. Star Wars movies, okay. We've done Cosmere before. We've done Cosmere before. All right. So we got Ghibli movies, MCU movies / shows, Disney movies / Pixar, Chosen Ones, Game of Thrones characters. Let me just show you what we got so far. Fighters, Star Wars movies. YouTuber apology tier list. Jedi? Sure. Well, that's going to split the Star Wars movie one. This was such a bad choice. This is the chewiest thing on the planet. All right, what's the last one? One more. Dragons? Okay. Here we go. That will decide the next tier list. Create poll. Copy link. Polls in the chat. Polls in the chat. You got polls in the chat. Polls in the chat. You got polls in the chat. Polls in the chat. You got poll. 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 So I want to quickly say something. I very often see like author tier list or fantasy cover artist tier list. I meet and talk with those people, so I feel like it'd be awkward for me to like rank them, if that makes sense. I just want to avoid that because I feel like it could be weird. Can we see Pupsies unless he's sleeping and looking? He's on my bed. I just saw him when I got food. And he's asleep on my bed. So I get you guys want to see Pips, but I don't want to wake him up. He's enjoying a nice little cat nap, literally. Are you going to do your first shirtless video, Daniel? That's when the real reviews start coming. I've been shirtless in many videos. I got no problem with my body. I cut myself in shirtless all the time. That is the stickiest, chewiest bar I've ever had in my life. and it is in my teeth so much. I apologize. All right. I'm going to randomly pick something. I'm just going to do a chosen one. What's winning here? What won? What has democracy decided? It's validating my vote. It takes a long time to validate votes, apparently. Video of each of my tattoos ranked. I got the solar system. I got DNA, Mistborn, Wheel of Time chapter marker, Rose, a TIE fighter on my leg that I regret, and is that all of them? Oh, and right, Lord of the Rings, one ring inscription on my arm. I forgot. It wasn't candy. It was like a maple power bar that was the most mapley thing on the planet. Oh, wow, Ghibli's taking it. That's wonderful. Oh, I love that. Cool. Okay. Great. I'm glad. This is pretty split, though. This is pretty split. Interesting. No one wanted, only 14 people wanted Star Wars movies. That's funny. Scores, fighters, dragons, D&D classes. Yeah. This is pretty set here. Hey, what's up? Hello, what's up back, Ali? This is plurality, not democracy. That's true. Choosing the chat one, I'm not convinced. Hey, but the ones came together. That's the thing. The ones came together. Ghibli for the win. Well, here's the thing. Should I make this like a ranked democracy, and now I get rid of like the bottom 5, and then I hold it again? Is that what should happen now? Bird DNA tattoo at 1 million. This really is another Brexit. LOL. Your sugary gluttony. You are treasure den. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it gross. Yes, eliminate bottom 5. All right, I'm going to eliminate the bottom 5. So that means we're going to do back to poll. There's a way to edit, right? Yeah. And then I can reset it. Cool. So Star Wars movies lost. I think what was at the oh god damn it. What was at the bottom? Let me get another. Hold up. Let me see what the other tab says. Hold up a second. All right, Star Wars movies. Really, scores lost? That's just sad. No one wanted dragons. I wanted dragons, but okay. Fighters and D&D classes. I love that the Ghibli fans really got to pull together now. Like, I like what I'm doing to you guys. It's kind of funny. Wait, why didn't it save? I said to change it. I said to change it. Now this is getting wrong. Dragons are lame. Oh, you are gonna fight you are starting a fight, sir. And you will lose. You will lose this fight. I can't believe fighters lost. I thought fighters would do really well. Let's go and take best villains. That there. And then hit save. Stop. Why didn't you save what I wanted you to say? Do what okay, I'm going to make a new poll. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to waste your time. I love you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. I will cry. We're here for a 3-hour poll and live stream, and I'm doing it. This is my prep for my my future 24-hour live stream. I got to get my stamina up and get good at this. So this is what we're doing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the top 5 results. We're only keeping the top 5 results, which is best villains, best MCU/movies, or movie/shows, best chosen ones, and Disney Pixar movies. And I have a suspicion that Ghibli's going to take it again. I think Ghibli's going to take it again. That's my thought on the matter. All right, great poll. Cool, got a new poll. Copy link. Polls in the chat. You got poll in the chat. Poll in the chat. You got poll in the chat. Poll in the chat. You got poll. I'm gonna vote Ghibli. I'm polling for you guys now. Ooh, it's close. It's close. People got to vote. Ghibli's coming back. Ghibli's coming back hard. I think Ghibli's gonna take it. I think people are doing it. I think it's going to be Ghibli again. Ghibli's pulling it. All right. I'm going to put the poll in chat again. Oh, wait, I got to show it. I'm not showing it. I'm so sorry. There we go. You got Ghibli in second. It's 20 behind. Best Villains is pulling ahead. Ghibli, guys, where you at? Ghibli, you got to pull. You got to live up. I know I'm putting you through the ringer. It's not fair, but I think it's kind of funny. I also feel like I'm robbing you because you won fair and square, and now I'm taking it from you. We'll do Ghibli another time if it doesn't win. How far into One Piece am I? Far enough to be doing my second review pretty soon after my Warhammer review. Best villains. Yeah, people want those best villains. God, with Ghibli coming in second, like so close, I almost want to give it to them because it's like they won the first one. And now like the election's actually being stolen from them. Do we want to do another runoff election? Do we want to do a best villains versus just Ghibli? Hey, Daniel, fun fact, you've inspired a lot of us to either start or continue writing, especially high fantasy. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Really looking forward to Breach of Peace. I appreciate that, man. Ghibli. Do we want a runoff election? Stop the count. Why not both? Screw it. We're doing both. That's the answer here. I'm a man of the people, and we're doing both. We're going to do best villains and Ghibli. That's what's happening right now. We're going to make them quick, though. So we're going to do them quick because I can't stay on here for too much longer. But we're going to do both. So we're going to start with Ghibli because Ghibli won the first one. And I think that's fair. And then we'll do best villains. I think that's good. Everyone's happy there. Give me some donos to make it worth it. No, I'm kidding. That was horrible. I don't want to be that guy. All right, let's make a tier list here. Wait, is it tier maker that I use or is it tierlist.com? I think it's tierlist.com. Best villains in Ghibli. Now that is a list. All right, we're gonna do Ghibli first though, because I feel like I gotta give it to him. I hope everyone's happy. Wait, is there? Oh, wait. Templates. There might already be an existing Ghibli one. Because people make these. Best to worst Ghibli movies already there. Oh, that's fantastic. I don't even have to make it. That's fantastic. Oh, that's so. Oh God, I don't have to make anything. There's no delay. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. Boom. 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 I love that. But it's got a lot of categories. We got heaven, good, correct, medium, not like, bad, hell. I've not seen all of these. So I will be heavily dependent on you. Let's see. Hi, Daniel. Would you ever do a First Law POV characters tier list? I mean, I would. I'm not going to say no to that. Maybe in the future. That could be a really good one, actually. Yeah, because I need to think of more tier lists. Okay, so let's start this off. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump. I'm gonna violate every rule of tier lists real quick and just grab Spirited Away and put it in heaven. And then I'm also gonna just violate it again and grab Earthsea and put it in bad. And then I'm gonna grab Princess Mononoke and put it in heaven. And then I'm gonna grab Howl's Moving Castle, which is right there, and put it in heaven. And everyone can fight me. All right. Sorry, that just absolutely had to happen, and I will not accept any other answers than what is already on there. I can delete some categories. That actually might be it. Can I rename them? Yeah, I can. Sweet. Okay, hold up. Let me just make this how it actually should be real quick. I hit caps lock. B, C, D. I put that in D. And then we get, how do I delete row? Delete row. Perfect. This is so much better. Okay. Okay. Do I think Earthsea is actually a D tier movie? No, I do not. So I'm going to put it in C. It's the worst Ghibli I've seen, though. So it's worth your time. What? Oh, thank you. You did not have to do that, man. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can you imagine how democracy really worked? We didn't want to hurt your feelings, so you're both president now. Boy, am I happy that's not the case. Castle in the Sky. Okay, is Castle in the Sky S tier? I'm not going to fight you on that. Where's Castle in the Sky? Okay, whoa, hold up. We're going to start with Mary the Witch Flout. What? Mary of the what? I haven't seen this. Where's this go? Give me some chats. Just saying, hey, love Breach of Peace. Oh, thank you, Nablus. Looking forward to your next 30 books. I'm not Sanderson or King. Keep up the good work. How about a best place to live tier list since you've moved 30 times? The next move is the last. I promise. A, D. Wow. Ooh, this one is not liked. Okay. I'm getting lots of C's and D's. Not Ghibli. What? Movie, haven't seen it. D. Oh, okay. I'm gonna drop it in D. A lot of hate there. Mary and okay, a lot of well C's. I'll put it low C for now, and we'll come back to this. I did not expect you, Justin, so much, Justin. I appreciate it, and I promise no more moving. A lot of wow, God, not Ghibli. Is it really? Okay, whatever. The Cat Returns. Let's move on to The Cat Returns. Where's The Cat Returns go? I've heard decent things about this. Wait, don't be mean to a nice movie. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this guy right now. We're moving on to Cat Returns. Howl should be top of S tier. I disagree. Actually, if we're being totally real, that's how I think it should be. I know that's like going to violate some people, but that's where I think it should be. And it seems like people are pretty okay with this in B. I'm okay with that too. I have not seen it. Here we go. Wait, what? Why? Oh my vision is like getting worse or something, or these are really low quality images. Can you guys make those out? Because I like can't. Let me zoom in more. Boom. There we go. I think this is A, right? Is this A? Mononoke top of S is fine. Yeah, we should probably go ahead and put Princess or Totoro in S. I'm gonna put Totoro in S. I think that probably is pretty safe right there. Kiki, okay, let's put Kiki right there in A. I think that's fine with that. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the quality. Whisper of the Heart's S, okay. Delivery service, yeah, okay. So delivery service, I'm pretty sure is going to be top of A. Is anyone going to fight me on that? Totoro's A? Mononoke is best, fight me. Totoro, okay, I'll put Totoro A, but I'm going to say top of A. I'm going to say top of A. And then delivery service, I'll say A as well. Top of A? Really? Do you guys think this is better than Totoro? Really? Kiki is A, Kiki is S? I'm just surprised. Totoro? Def top of A? Totoro is S? Oh, this is getting heated. Totoro S. Okay, I'm leaving Totoro S. Okay, thank you. Enough people have said Totoro S that I'm going to back that up. Cool. Pompoko. Remember, I have not seen a lot of these. So Pompoko, I have no idea what this is. Pompoko. I feel like people are going to say B on this. My gut's telling me people are going to go B. Is this going to go B? This is less fun when I haven't seen all of them. I'm sorry about that. Totoro S. Yeah, Totoro's S. B, C, B. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to put this bottom of B. When Marnie was there, I've never even heard of this one. What is this? D. Wow. Oh, okay. People don't like this one. C. Never seen. Okay. D. Wow. All right. We're putting that D. Jesus Christ. Okay. D. A. Bottom of B. Pompoko made me cry. It's A. I don't know. Okay. We got the Fireflies one. This one even real? Yeah, I'm so confused right now by this list. There's a lot of them I've never heard of for Ghibli on here. I've only seen like 6 Ghibli films, so you guys got to be patient with me. So Fireflies, this one's going to be higher, right? This one's people like that. Grave of the Fireflies on its own tier. Yeah, this one's great from what I've heard. So I think I'll also throw that in S. This is going to be heavily weighted to S because it's freaking Ghibli, right? Let's see. Another one I have not seen. I don't know what this is. We should have done the villains one. I'm actually really curious if people do Ponyo because Ponyo I've seen. All right, another S tier people are saying. Is this really an S tier? You know what? I'm going to be a jerk and just say it's A. And then I'm going to put Ponyo in A as well. I've seen Ponyo, and it's adorable. Something in the Sky, haven't seen. I'm going to just feel it out with my gut and say B. Because I can't even tell what you guys are telling me to put where. So I'm Wait, someone's saying this. Okay, Heart of Michi says this is C. I trust her a lot, so I'm gonna put this C. Ponyo is A. I agree. Porco Rosso. Don't know what this one is. I'm gonna put it in B. I feel like I'm making a lot of people mad. Nausicaa. I don't know what this is. It looks intense. Judging by the cover, I'm gonna put that in a B. That's Castle in the Sky. What? Oh, it is Castle in the Sky. Okay. The Wind Rises. Don't know that one. Gonna put it in B. Can't make out the image on this. Seems like a guy on a bike. You know what? I'm feeling good A. I feel like it's a good bike energy right there. How's everyone feel about that? Is this a good list? I can zoom in more. I feel like this is the best Ghibli list that's ever been made. I feel like it's kind of 100% accurate, and any other opinions are wrong. Yeah, I'm very confident in these movies I have not seen in my ranking of them. Nautica S. Wow, a lot of people saying that's S. All right, I'll throw that in S. Okay, Wind Rises is A. I'm moving on to the villains list, guys. I'm moving on to the villains. I apologize. It's just when I haven't seen them, it's like I don't even know how to get into it. So I'm just gonna go. Let's see what villain ones already exist. Let's see Dragon Ball villains, JoJo. What the hell? Okay, horror villains. That's interesting. Batman villains, anime villains, horror villains, creepypasta villains. I think horror villains is a good way to go. How are you feeling on horror villains? Knack. I'm gonna go with horror villains. Let's see what the horror villains list is like. Please kill. I'm dead. Bring it on. Kill at all costs. Let's team up. I don't know. This one looks bad. I don't like this. I don't like that one. Let's look at this blanket villains one. I feel like this will be a good one for us. A lot of these aren't even villains. No, Death isn't a villain in Billy and Mandy. He's great. How could you? We might need to make our own. Let's. Oh, what if I just put in fantasy? Oh, fantasy. It's gonna get a bunch of Final Fantasy stuff. That's all it's gonna come up. Oh no, nothing came up. Let's see. Fantasy. It's gonna come up if I do that. Final Fantasy, medieval fantasy, fantasy. Oh, that's my list. Hey, Fantasy Books 2020. Fantasy Books 2020. This is interesting. Okay, there's a sci-fi and fantasy tier list. What's this? Who made this? It's got like 7 things. It's not. You need more than 7 things. All right. My 2020. Oh, is this one I made? No, that's not. Interesting. This is a good list, though. Why am I doing this with my fingers? I'm about to Naruto someone. Let's see. Disney villains. Movie villains. There we go. Thank you for the awesome suggestion. I appreciate you. Movie villains. Okay, there's a couple. Let's see. What do we got here? Ooh, this is a good list. SABC. Okay, we need to add one. We need to add row above, and we're going to make it D. Change the color because you can't even see anything. What's the color for D? I'll just make it blue. Who cares? Okay, this is great. This is genuinely great. I'm so excited for this list. This is a fantastic list right here, and this is going to be great. Okay, let's start this out. Oh my! This is going to be so heavily weighted to S tier. It's not even funny. Oh wait, seriously? Okay, getting rid of that. Who the hell made that? That's so annoying. Whatever. I'm just gonna put that in haven't seen. That's so obnoxious. All right. Anyway, moving on from there. I hate that is so annoying that they put that there. It just ruins like the whole list for me. Whatever. Who cares? People are dumb. All right. Javier Bardem in There Will Be Blood. Or No Country for Old Men. That's an easy S tier. So yeah, easy S tier there. No question. Have you guys seen No Country for Old Men? Because this is the problem with this list is it's going to be like 90% S tier right now. It's so stupidly good. God. All right. So yeah, Bane. I think I'm going to put him B. Tom Hardy did a really great performance. I think he was underwritten a little bit, but he still brought it. So charisma wise and acting wise, it's very, very good. But for me, this is going to be a B tier villain, just because, like, you know, it's still like he was underwritten a bit. Norman Bates, A. I think I'm going to go A. Like, don't get me wrong, he's iconic, he's great, he changed horror. What am I saying? He's obviously S tier. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have said that. He was obviously S tier. Norman Bates is obviously S tier. If you haven't seen Psycho, you're missing out, because it's genuinely one of the greatest horror movies of all time. The Emperor from Gladiator. Emperor from Gladiator. You hate him so much by the end of the movie. It's such a well-written villain in the sense that, like, by the end of the movie, you want him to die the most painful death ever. And that's an accomplishment for a villain. But I don't think he's in the greatest of all time. I think for hateability, he's S tier, but for a lot of other reasons, he's like BA. So I think I'm going to average him out to an A tier there. And I don't think a lot of people are disagree with that. Then we have Darth Vader. Darth Vader is good. Is he S tier? I'm going to say no. I genuinely do not believe Darth Vader is S tier. And here's why. It's largely his aesthetic that makes people love him so much, because he looks amazing. But the prequels kind of did a lot to make him less compelling as a villain for me. And his whole arc of finally destroying the Emperor has kind of now been made less impactful. So for me, I kind of put him top of A. He's not, in terms of performance, as intimidating or nuanced or anything as like Norman Bates. Or like, I know I'm probably making some people really mad for this, but I just don't think. But God, that voice is iconic, and he's so iconic in terms of, like, he's probably the most well-known villain of all time. And I also need to take into account the canon entries around him, which do make him a bit cooler. I'm going to leave him very top of A for now, and we're gonna come back to this. Gollum. Okay, remember, we're not ranking them as characters. We're ranking them as villains. I think he's an outstanding character, and he's a pretty damn good villain with his, like, manipulation, and Andy Serkis's performance is so outstanding. Andy Serkis's performance here might drag it genuinely all the way up to S tier for me. Like, it's so good. Okay, you guys understand. For me, villains almost entirely come down to the charisma of the performance. Like, I love a villain who just the second they're on screen, like, enamor me. And wait, someone just said Gollum's not a villain. How is he not a villain? He manipulates and lies and tries to get them murdered. And he's absolutely a villain. Andy Serkis's brilliant performance here, and the technology and the writing, it's so cool. Oh, not top. I think I'm going to go bottom of S tier. I do agree he's a victim. I do agree he is also a victim. I think he is both. I think Norman Bates is a victim and a villain. I think they are both victims and villains. So I agree with the victim. I just think he's also a villain. Like, he's both. You can be both. If you're like the Winter Soldier is both in this movie. All right. Gollum equals Darth Vader. Hans Gruber. Oh, I love me some Hans Gruber. He's so charismatic. He's so great. And it's such a career-defining performance for Alan Rickman. Yeah, he ripped off Frodo's finger. He didn't rip it off. He bit it off. Hans Gruber, I'm going to put above Darth Vader. I think he's above. No, he's not. No, he's not. Not with Empire and the development. No, he's not. He is just below. He's the villain. For those of you who don't know, he's the villain from Die Hard, and he's absolutely sensational. I adore him. He's great. Yeah, he's above the Emperor. He's below Vader. HAL 9000. Okay. You guys, HAL 9000 is my favorite villain, maybe in a movie ever. Let me defend. Hold up. I think I'm about to make a lot of people mad. Okay. Let me talk with y'all. His subtle yet fast arc throughout all of his brief time in 2001: Space Odyssey is so deep, and it says so much about us. It says so much about our creations. It says so much about humanity, and it ties into the movie at large so well. And it's not even like, and I'm the performance guy. It's a great performance from but it's personally, it's like the most heartbreak I've felt for a villain. And I would make the case he's not actually a villain. He's acting in self-defense. I actually would really make that case. I don't think he is. I genuinely don't think HAL 9000 is a villain. I think he is someone who is acting in self-defense, and that's his whole purpose. That being said, if you're going to classify him as a villain, he is the best villain. Like, it's so heartbreaking I love it. Yeah, I agree. He's an antagonist. He's not a villain. That's actually a really good point. I completely agree with that. If you haven't seen 2001: Space Odyssey, go see 2001: Space Odyssey. Christoph Waltz, best performance ever in Inglourious Bastards, playing a Nazi. It's absolutely a career. This made him a household name in one. He's the most standout performance of Inglourious Bastards, and Inglourious Bastards is chock full of outstanding performances. I think I'll put him just below Norman Bates. I think it's one of the best villains I've seen. I think it's the opening farm sequence with him is just chilling. It's so intense and manipulative. I put it up there. I think he's S tier. I think he's genuinely solid S tier for me. Who's up next? Oh, is that Robert De Niro from Heat? Is that Heat? It's Heat, right? I can't tell. It's Robert De Niro. He's been in a million movies, and it's one grab. I think that's Heat. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would honestly maybe agree with better than Norman Bates for him. Is this Heat? I think it is. Yeah, Homelander should be on here. Homelander's a freaking amazing villain. It is Heat. Okay, thank you. Robert De Niro in Heat. I'm gonna say B. Maybe people are gonna disagree with me. I think it's B. Okay. One of my big controversial opinions. I think Robert De Niro is a very good actor. I think he is generally overhyped. And I've seen him, and I've seen Taxi Driver. I've seen almost all of his stuff. But to me, it's just like, he's not as good. Daisy, give me your answer, though. Is Daisy on here? Wait, who are you? Daisy. Which Daisy are you talking about, Todd? I need a more clarification. Wait, hold up. Daisy villain. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about the antagonist in The Great Gatsby? I don't know which one you mean here, man. A lot of people saying it's Heat. It's Heat. Okay, cool. Todd, you don't need to do a super chat again. Just let me know which one you want. I don't know. I don't love him as much as a lot of people do, and I know that's very blasphemous in certain film circles. But yeah, Todd. Hal sings it as he dies. My bad. Yeah, it's freaking heartbreaking. I'm just confused. Sorry, I'm very confused by that. I didn't mean to throw off the flow here. My bad. Daisy, give me your answer, please. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I genuinely teared up for a robot or AI. It's not a robot. It's an AI, right? Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were saying give me your answer for the villain Daisy, and I was like, who do you mean? I'm very confused. All right. I don't know the movie, but I know what movie this is, but I don't know what it's called. It's Robin Williams is a child abductor in it, and Al Pacino is hunting him. What's the movie? He's very creepy in it, but I don't think he holds a candle to most of the people here. It's a good performance, but it's not anything I would put up in the best of the best. Yeah, Insomnia. Thank you. Yeah, Insomnia. I thought that movie was kind of overhyped. It was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as a lot of people say. I'm gonna say C. It's our first C here. I love Robin Williams so much, but I think he's C with that. It didn't push me. Oof. Okay, another one. Okay, Fight Me. Not a villain. Okay, he fulfills a very specific need some people have. If you want to be the best, you want a coach like this. So I don't think he's a villain. I think he's someone who is a specific type of coach only certain people need. So I don't know why he's on here. But if you're going to call him a villain, I think he's absolutely awesome. I think it's J.K. Simmons' best performance, and I would probably put in A, but I just wouldn't call that a villain. Here, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Here, I'm renaming this. This is the not a movie villain, ranking. He's not a villain. He's not. I'm sorry. He is genuinely not. If I was trying to be the absolute best, I would want him. So that's my takeaway. So yeah, that's that. John Doe from Seven. Well, first of all, this actor's a horrible person. But he's not the performance and the villain, so we have to detach that. He's a bad guy. He's not a villain. I will agree. He's abusive. I agree with that too. But he's not a bad guy. I mean, he's not a villain. He's a bad guy. God, I hate to put him so high because the actor is such a horrible person. But John Doe, talk about an impactful villain. I would put him S. I would say it's one of the most bone-chilling performances out there. This performance, oof. In real life, Kevin Spacey, S-tier villain. I agree. He fits the role. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I'm going to put him right there. I genuinely think he's one of the greatest. Joker, again, one of the GOAT performances. You clearly aren't a musician. I'm not, so sorry. J.K. Simmons is an abuser. I agree. Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I agree. He is an abuser. But to me, a villain is a very specific framing. And I agree. He is okay. I can agree. To me, it's more about like, okay, in the movie, was the resolution that he was the villain? I don't think in that movie the resolution was he is a villain, but I agree with and see what you're saying. To me, he was more of an obstacle to overcome and something to be conquered. But yeah, I can agree that he should be categorized as a villain if that's your approach. But if that's your approach, I'm gonna say he is a A-list villain. Gollum's not Gollum bit his finger off. I'm not gonna go down on that. Let's see. Joker, I'm gonna put, God, that's so good. I'm gonna put him right there. Okay, but I am gonna literally put Hal, and he's not a villain because Hal is being murdered. That is genuinely Hal's defense. He's not a villain because he overhears people being like, I'm gonna murder that dude. And so of course he's trying to defend himself and not die. So yeah, he's not a villain. Sorry. Teacher in Whiplash is an anti-villain. I don't know if I'd agree with that all the way. So yeah, I'm gonna put Hal he made a mistake. Could you imagine being Hal, where you make a calculation mistake and then you overhear your coworkers in the break room being like, so we're going to murder him, right? We're going to kill him. Okay. Yeah, I agree with this. This is actually a very good way to put it. Where did I hope it didn't go? We're really getting the semantics of what a villain is, and it's difficult. Okay. Apocalypse Now. Absolutely incredible performance from the Deserter. I'm going to put that right there. I actually think Christoph Waltz's performance is better. Limit S tier to 5. Ooh, that's a good thing. Should I do that? Should I limit S tier to 5? That's hard though. Well, there's a couple ladies I saw coming up, so there are some here. But I agree, we are very underrepped with the ladies. I'm still annoyed that someone put Hillary Clinton on here. That's just so annoying to do. Ugh. All right. Yes, limit it to 5. Okay, I'll limit it to 5. Okay, that means I bring down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I really want to bring down? Yeah, I'll bring down John Doe, and I will bring down Gollum. Okay. Okay. Next up, Adam Driver. Man, he carried those movies. But I don't think he's in. Well, another debate about villain. He's not by the end. So, I mean, I would say, I would say he's probably top of B, but like he's not. Yeah, B tier, A or B. I think he's top of B. I think that's where I'll put him because in the first and second movie, he's definitely a good presence, and I love Adam Driver so much. Yeah, I genuinely love him. So that's my pick there. Hannibal Lecter. Oh, Hannibal Lecter, you are top of S tier for me, and I'm not even gonna fight. That is top of S tier. So good. I genuinely think that is one of the most maniacal performances, maybe the most bone-chilling of all time. Probably one of the best top 10 acting performances of all time. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think he is top. Yeah, I would confidently say this Hannibal Lecter is in the top 10 movie performances I've ever seen. It's so genuinely upsetting. Loki. He's not a villain really anymore, but I do love the performance. I think I'd put him above Bane. No, I actually think I might put him below Bane. That might be mine right there. What do you guys think? Yeah, low. He's only in the movie for like 10 minutes. Yeah, but that's how impressive it is. It's that impressive. I mean, John Doe's only in it for a bit too, but god damn. Yeah, I've seen There Will Be Blood. There Will Be Blood's fantastic. D? Wow, some D's for Loki. B is fine. Low B. Bane is better. Loki's overhyped. Not a villain. Yeah, like this one's. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him B for now and just Nurse Ratched. This might be the person I hate most of any movie I've ever seen. Nurse Ratched is so fury-inducing. Like, just absolute rage towards this character. Undeniable, unbelievable, pure rage. She's from One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And it is so... Like, I don't know if there is a character I hate more in every second they are on screen. It's, again, a performance of a career that is just like, oh. A Dolores Umbridge, similar vibes. Ratched, I could argue is a better villain in my mind than Joker. If you have not seen One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, it's like, oh my God. Like, it is absolutely the most like angry I've been at a movie, like to a ridiculous extent. So yeah, Palpatine. I love this performance. This is top of A for me. Oh, I need to limit. Oh, this hurts to do. But Palpatine, the performance is so enjoyable. I love campy acting and his maniacal laughter and just like going ham. Totally dig it. So for me, that's high A. That's high A. You hate the nurse? Okay, I love nurses. Don't get me wrong. But if you have not seen One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, you'll hate her too. It's the point. Oh, what's this? Maleficent, right? This is Maleficent. Yeah, this is Maleficent. I like Maleficent a lot. As a villain, he's horrid. I agree with that. But as I said earlier, I really weight villains heavily based on performance. So that's No, Hal, 2001. He's not. Hal is not the villain, is what we settled on, because his coworkers are trying to murder him. Oh, it's the Snow Queen. Okay, people are saying B pretty unanimously, so I'll just put it B. Is that good? Yeah, Snow White. Okay, cool. Evil Queen. Got it. Not Maleficent. Okay. But I'm seeing B pretty heavily. It did for a minute. Where do you guys want it? Tell me the ranking. Not, I get it. But tell me the ranking. What do you want? Yeah, I'm actually pretty confident in this list so far. I will bring Vader above Gollum, though. Yeah, I will, for sure. B? Bottom B? Okay, let's do bottom B. That's fine. Who do we got up next? Saruman! Just so good. Wait, are those C's for Saruman? Are you kidding me right now, Samuel? Moose? Below Bane? What? Or were those delayed for the Queen? Those had to have been delayed for the Queen, right? Saruman above Palpatine. I'm very okay with that. Samuel, I need you to respond. Okay, you did. High B, low A. Okay, I'm more okay. High B tier. I actually, okay, if I'm looking at like the okay, actually, I need to rearrange this. It more goes like this. I'm more okay with this. That's actually what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. Not above Hans Gruber. Actually, I can agree with that. Now, but Sauron. This is interesting. This brings up a curious question. Sauron is, he's not, like, he's just a presence, right? Like, he's just a thing. And that's hard. Like, he's a very good presence, but how can I justify him being above like a real performance? I'm not going to put D. I'm seeing some people put D, but like, I think I would just, maybe there is like a genuine case here that it's like, it's not really. No, I'm saying he's a villain. He's for sure a villain. No, he's absolutely a villain. But it's like, I can't rate him as a villain super high because it's like, what did he's just a, yeah. And I'm going specifically movie here. Like, I'm talking only movie. Yeah, I would say it's still good. I'm going to go ahead and put him top of B. I'm pretty okay with that, and then move on. Ooh, Agent Smith. I love me some Agent Smith. I'm doing top of B for Agent Smith. Ruined in the sequels a little bit, but especially in the first movie, absolutely outstanding. Wait, hold up. Bump Hans Landa to S tier and raise Hannibal to God tier. Okay, well, we don't have a God tier, so we can't do that. Hans, I will agree he should be higher, but I'm going to limit him to just there. I thank you so much for the dono, but I can't put him. I can't put him much higher. I agree that Sauron is like the pinnacle of evil. I agree with that. But it's just like, yeah, I love Agent Smith in the first one, right? But he's kind of done. If it was just the first movie, this would be way higher. But the next movies mess him up. Magnificent acting with eyes. Yeah, this is what's his name? Is that Hugo Weaving? It's probably his best performance. Ooh, talk about force of nature. The T-1000. Oh man, very, very good villain, and an actually like underrated performance. I picked the wrong Hans. Wait, I did? What'd I do? Did I just move the wrong Hans? Oh, you wanted this up to S tier. My bad. Jesus. I'm not going to limit S tier. He belongs in S tier. This is such a good performance. It's easy to write it off as just like stagnant, but it's actually like a great performance in its like iciness. So for me, I'm going high A. I mean, this guy learned to shoot a gun in real life without blinking. Like, that's like the subtle little things to me that really, really make a performance awesome. So I'm putting him above Gollum. I think he feels so intimidating, and he's not supposed to be developing. He's not supposed to be nuanced. He is a fist. He is a knife. He is a thing coming at you. And I think that kind of villain serves a purpose, and it's arguably never been done than this. It's all physical acting, and I think he's genuinely great. Big Daddy Thanos. Daddy Thanos. You can nitpick Thanos a lot, but he's awesome to watch. I think Thanos is right. He's definitely A. Low B, really. Below Gollum. Low B, C, A, B. Wow, a lot of Bs. Okay. I think I love that he got his movie. Like he is a movie. I'm not going to go below A. I don't think he's below A, especially if we have like Saruman in I actually very much so agree with this. Great presence, okay villain. I very, very much so agree with that. Thanos is A. I think I agree. And I'm going to put him right there. I think because the presence is huge for me. And this might sound kind of dumb, kind of cop-outy, but Thanos could have been so much worse. And the fact that he actually like really lived up to the hype bumps him up for me. And, you know, if you don't like that, that's fine. I totally get not liking that. Who is this? Why can't I? Sorry, my eyes are like failing me. Is that from Maltese Falcon? Is this Maltese Falcon? Someone, I've seen Maltese Falcon. Is this him? Or is this, Jesus? What? I'm very confused by what I'm seeing. He could have been boring. Yeah. And he could have been just lame. He could have felt like Steppenwolf in the first Justice League movie. Is this? No idea. Oh, it's Citizen Kane. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. I don't know what I'm feeling for this. I'm gonna do C and just leave him there. Citizen Kane's a great movie, but I don't remember the villain being that standout. Oh, Orson Welles' Touch of Evil. Oh, I haven't seen that. Sorry. So I'm gonna put it in the not a movie villain / have not seen. That's what that is. Actually, I'll just put it in the ones I'm not gonna answer. I can't speak on this because it's a spoiler for one of like the best twist endings, and I don't want to ruin this for people. So I'm sorry I even brought that up, and I don't want to put it because if you know, you know, and I don't want to spoil this movie. So I'm going to skip it, and I'm sorry if you just had something spoiled for you, but I can't answer that. So we're just going to say it's definitely high A, low S, and move on. So I don't pay attention to what you just saw. If you have not seen, I don't even want to say the movie. I don't want to say the movie. I don't want to say the movie because if someone saw that, I don't want to spoil them. So, yeah, because you saw the actor and that gives that away. So I don't want to say the movie. I don't want to say anything and just move forward. It wasn't Knives Out. I saw that. Voldemort. I really like the performance behind Voldemort. I don't think there's a ton of depth to the character, but the performance is pretty great. So for me, this is going to be, I could very much so be okay with him being top of B. Okay, that person who just tried to spoil the movie is going to get banned. Let me go ahead and go to the live stream and find them and ban them. I'm taking the time to do this because if you do that, you absolutely deserve to get banned. Going to find the person who spoiled it. I saw what you were trying to do, and I'm not okay with that. And you are...
The time has come.
Banned. Oops. There we go. Okay. I do not tolerate people doing that. I do have mods. I just don't think any of them are on right now, which is fine. I have an auto mod that takes care of a lot of the stuff. Okay. Voldemort, best evil laugh. Oh, God, no, man. Joker. Joker is the best evil laugh. Like, I don't think that's... I don't think that's that. I agree Voldemort does not have a ton of depth, but he's just, the performance is lovely. There's an ad that popped on it, so I'm very happy for that. And I haven't seen much of RuPaul's Drag Race, but I've heard it's great. Voldy's less than Loki. I can see that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. I definitely don't like him more than Agent Smith. I think I'd put him there. I think that's more Joker laughs B for me. Yeah, I'm gonna put him there. Yeah, Palpatine has a better laugh. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Cool. Ooh, the Wicked Witch of the West. Good villain. Very iconic. Great performance. Definite A tier. Put above the T-1000. That's a good one. Again, whoever put Hillary on this list, God, that's annoying, and I hate that. I'm just gonna drop her in the not a movie villain and be done with that crap. All right. The Good, Mad, the Ugly. Okay. My controversial thing here. I don't like Westerns. I've watched probably 20 Westerns in my life, and I've never liked a single one. That includes Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So I'm just going to leave them in C because I think they're shallow characters. They don't do much for me, and I'm just like meh about it. So yeah, that's my placement. Again, I didn't make this list. This is not my list to make. This is just what I stumbled across and found. So if you have your problems with it, this is not my creation. Still don't agree with T-1000 placement. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Then we have, I don't even know who that is. So I'm just going to drop it in that bottom list and move on. Don't care. Don't know. Again, don't care. Don't know. Is that Collateral? Don't care. Oops. Okay. So those are all the ones I've seen and know. And those are all the ones we're going to rate. Now we need to go over and fix. Let's see. What do we got going on? What are people saying? Turn your head into a canoe. Hillary being on the list is a example of rampant. Yeah. Daniel, what about Django Unchained? I love Django Unchained. Django Unchained. That's not a Western. That's a Tarantino movie. Every Tarantino movie is not the genre it says it is. It's just a Tarantino movie. Can we just accept that's true and move on? Like that is 100,000% true. Tombstone. Again, there's definitely some Westerns I haven't seen that I probably should, but yeah. Alarm. Oh, it's just the alarm clock. That's funny. Okay, let me go over this again and make some changes because I'm not 100% satisfied. I think I overhyped Palp, and I need to bring him down a little bit. I think Thanos is fine. I'll put the T-1000 a little higher because God, he's just this force. Tarantino is the Nintendo of movies, just its own genre. That's so accurate. No Country for Old Men, brilliant movie. We have the villain. Oh no, we have the villain from there. This is the villain from No Country for Old Men. He's right there. I always confuse those two movies because they came out like the same time. Firefly's a Western. Guess who thinks Firefly is overhyped? This guy right here. Hello. I didn't mean to click that. Too many S tier. I agree, but I can't take any of these down. Like they're so God. Yeah. Okay. Here's my changes that I want to make. Agent Smith is actually A, just because the sequel movies do knock him down, but damn, that performance never wavers. And so I'm going to put that there. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty okay with this. I like this now. What do you guys think? Is this all right? That fine? Okay, cool. This has been over about almost 3 hours. So I need to jump off and give my voice a break because my Lord, is it run ragged. So let's go ahead and end this here. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for a very, very fun live stream. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your weekend. I am going to go lay down and recover for a good bit. Love. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.